Lanterns trailer dropped this past week, Adrian. People were complaining, oh my God, it's not enough green. Oh my God, look at the suit. Oh my God, he's not black enough. Oh my God, look at the way he talks. Shut the fuck up. Maybe we should calm the fuck down until we actually see the show before we start writing it off. Batman, Daredevil, who would win? Batman, right? All day, every day.
All day, every day. I think if they're touching, if it's close combat, under no circumstance does Matt walk away without getting his ass beat.
Batman's bigger. I know we get kind of messed up with these, you got Michael Keaton and shit like that, but bro, Batman's a big ass motherfucker, dude. He's like 6'5", fucking 250, 260. Solid too. And moves like an acrobat.
Correct.
Looks like Brock Lesnar, but moves like a fucking acrobat. I mean, come on. He hits harder than Daredevil. The longer the fight goes on, the worse it's gonna be for Daredevil.
Right.
I mean, how long before Bruce realizes that he's blind? I mean, he's a genius too, so people are like, who wouldn't figure that out? Bro, you wouldn't figure it out. Fucking Batman would.
Right.
He's gonna realize he's blind, he's using his hearing. Oh, I got something for you. This batarang that sends out these sonic waves. It's a wrap.
Yep.
It's going, doing all that shit. Oh my God, and he fucking breaks his jaw, snaps his arm, breaks his leg, just like that. Captain America Winter Soldier is not the best movie in the MCU. All right. Welcome to Only Comics. I'm Mike. That's Adrian.
What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
The snow is melting.
It's fucking melting, dude.
That's it.
I woke up, there was way less snow. The clocks were all fucked up.
What happened, man? It's like yesterday I had like 2 foot of snow on my lawn. Then this morning I woke up, there was nothing. Well, somebody threw some fucking random cherries or something on my yard. But
cherries?
I don't know. Some weird
you getting
shit.
Cherries at this time of year?
Know.
There was birds in my window yesterday. I'm like,
really?
Bro, it's winter. What the fuck are you doing? I'm trying to sleep.
They know it's spring, man. They say, listen, I've learned to tailor my household kind of rhythm after big box stores.
Okay.
When they switch over, I'm switching over too.
What do we have now? Halloween already? Or what?
Yes. I can
4th of July shit.
The no-name Thanksgiving and shit.
For real, dude. Well, Adrian, we're back. We're here on Only Comics. Welcome, everybody. We're gonna talk about comics. Maybe read a comic. Someone said I didn't say that last week, so I apologize. I think I did.
I think you did too.
At least once.
At least.
Maybe not as much as I usually, So
maybe the interns cut it out when you did.
That's what it was.
Use it,
they're tired of me fucking saying it. Well, guess what? If you read a comic, I don't have to fucking say it, right?
There's that.
So, dude, we had some changes last week. We moved Road to Secret Wars to Mic Check. So appreciate everybody that hopped on that. We got some stuff to talk about. We're on our road to Doomsday. We watched Captain America Winter Soldier this past week. Everybody's extra glazed movie, Right. Oh my God, it's the greatest movie ever. Oh my God, I want to pleasure myself when I watch it. That's what people say online. I don't know why.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, I really enjoyed it, just not to that level. There's other forms of media you would use to do those things, not that. But it is a great movie.
Sure.
So. And we had the live Friday. Adrian, I got on the live late, and I knew there was no chance you were going to be there.
The sun goes down at 6:59, dude.
And with the time change, fucked you up even more. Huh? Shit.
I'm anticipating. I'm stressing out because of the time change that was going to happen in the future.
Oh, okay. So you got
So I was like, you know what? I got to get my nap in now before this shit happens.
Yeah, we had a basketball game, so I got on a little extra late, So and they were asking, I'm like, bro, if Adrian barely gets on the 7 o'clock one, he ain't gonna be here at 9 o'clock, bro. I'm like, he's getting ready to wake up in a couple hours.
Exactly.
So, anyways, but we're here. We're here this week. We're here on Only Comics. We got some news. We saw some new trailers. Believe it or not, it's the first week where there's not a lot of Doomsday news. So a little break from that. So we're gonna hop right into it, Adrian. So
let's do it.
What do we got up first? You ask. We have some Iron Man news. Not really. Terrence Howard news. Okay, we're gonna start with our boy Terrence Howard.
Considering he was like a blip in the Iron Man universe, it's Terrence Howard news. Definitely not Iron Man.
There you go. But he is talking about Iron Man. He's talking about talking about Dr. Doom now, Robert Downey Jr. He better fucking watch it. So to your point, he was in Iron Man 1.
Right.
He played Rhodey. I think he played a better version of Rhodey than Don Cheadle. Again, Don Cheadle grew into that role.
Sure.
I do think that going through this rewatch, I remember I forgot how bad he was at being Rhodey in Iron Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
But once Iron Man 3 came around and some of these future movies, I feel like it was more tolerable.
Well, I think what made it tolerable is that he did the stateside role more than he did the Rhodey side. The War Machine.
The War Machine.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, he really became Rhodey.
Right.
Yeah. So he was talking about. He was asked about the 2007 Venice Film Festival. Okay. He was in a movie called The Brave One with Jodie Foster. You ever seen this? Heard of it?
No.
Okay, me neither. And he was asking about why he wasn't being billed as an equal with Jodie Foster. Okay, he's in this movie. And
I could answer that one. But
why?
Anyway,
go ahead. What's your answer?
He's just not there. He's
okay.
just not at that level.
So Jodie's at a higher level,
right?
Especially at that point, 07.
Right. Well, so he hasn't been giving. It's not that I don't think he's that actor.
Yeah.
I think that, like with a lot of actors, you don't go through Diddy, then you don't get to achieve a certain level.
Yeah.
In Hollywood, in music too, just the way it is. And by Diddy, I mean I'm being facetious, but not really. There's this like these. What they call them, gatekeepers.
Yeah,
you got to go through these people,
right?
And some people just ain't willing to do that kind of shit. So,
like, you have to jerk off Harvey Weinstein.
Stuff like that.
Back in the day, you had to.
Yeah.
I'm just the new. It's been out. We've heard all about.
Isn't it amazing what money could do? Weinstein was like a toad of a human, dude. I mean, it's like
correct. Bro, he's so ugly, he doesn't even want to jerk himself off, bro.
Damn.
Like, he's fucking grossed out by himself, Fuck. Yes, money's a motherfucker.
It's bad when you got to do a reach around to yourself and shit.
He's got a mask on and shit, Fuck. He's using his left hand so you don't recognize it and shit. Anyways, Joel Silver was the, I think he was a director. He was a producer. He was a producer on this. So I guess Terrence is, he's mouthing off about this. I need to be equal with Jodie, yada yada. And Joel Silver came and had a conversation with him. This is all what Terrence said on the podcast. He said this to him: the reason your name isn't above the titles is because you're not the star of this thing. It's Jodie, and if you get nominated for an Oscar, it's going to be for supporting actor, not best actor. And the reason I bring this up is it maybe give us another side of this Terrence Howard, Iron Man, Marvel dispute. Because I was solely on his side. Like, bro, y'all fucked him. But what he talks about here is maybe his attitude may have been the issue.
Sure.
You got to play the game in Hollywood, right? So he says, I was like, thank you for telling me that. Now I understand. But you have to remember that I'm a man just like you. If you ever talk to me in that way again, I'm going to knock your teeth out of your mouth.
Oh, there we go.
Now... Listen, I'm all about people standing up for themselves, but do you think that reaction may have been a little...
it's a little over the top.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Because, do you think what Joel Silver said at this point was true? You're not on the same... it's pretty much what you just said.
Right.
Terrence Howard would be trying to fight you right now, dude.
No, he wouldn't. Listen, I'm too old to fight.
I got time for that.
Fuck all that.
So what does this have to do with the Iron Man movie? Well... Silver's producing partner on The Brave One was Susan Downey, the wife of Robert Downey Jr. So he says 8 months later, I lose Iron Man, and I'm sure all of those things played their part. Now, it possibly could. Maybe.
Wait a minute. Robert Downey Jr.'s wife is what in all of this?
She was the producing partner, so also a producer on that movie, The Brave One, with Jodie Foster, where he threatened, to knock the guy's teeth out of his mouth.
Okay. Okay. Now I got it.
Yes. It was at 8 degrees of separation or some shit. Yeah.
Or 3.
Yeah, or 3. Now, he went on to acknowledge that his aggression and his need to be a man may have been detrimental to his career. I would assume so, right?
What does acting have to do with being a man?
He's saying the way he stood up to Joel Silver, like, I'll knock your teeth out if you talk to me like that, is part of his, like, I need to be the man type shit. So he's saying doing that may have actually hurt his career.
No shit.
You're saying he got the answer right.
But it sounds like that response was just an extension of some already career-hurting things that he's done in the past.
Okay. Now, he did credit a conversation with Denzel Washington that kind of changed his outlook. Now, Denzel is one of the greatest actors of our time, right? Denzel told him, Look at your hands. Your fists are all balled up. All of these producers are trying to open your hands so they can put money in it, but you won't do it. You keep your hands all tight and you're blowing it. Fucking great advice, right?
Right. Well, it's like a church metaphor kind of a deal, right? They have this thing about when you're going out in the world, the blessings, you can't go around with your fist balled up because whatever you have in you, you're not giving out, like your gifts and your talents. But also, when your hands balled up, you're unable to receive as well. So you're going around with these gifts and talents unused, and you're not monetizing on them either. And they use that because they want you to open your hands so that you can more get out the gifts and talents,
right?
And then get the money so you can put it in their coffers. But anyway, it's the same context.
Right, true. And in Hollywood, it's like, dude, if you open your hands and let us give you money, we're going to use you to help us make more money. Everybody's making money.
That's the way it works. It's just that it's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to figure out what your worth is. Look around you. It's like a house. How much is my house? Well, if you're black, take the pictures out. But anyway, how you look at the houses that are being sold in your neighborhood, right? And that's how you kind of evaluate how much your house is worth. If you got an extra bathroom, you throw in some more. You got a different kitchen, throw in some more, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Well, when you're acting, when you have a talent, when you have a skill, you have to look at everybody else that's in your arena.
Right.
In today's world, if you're like a programmer, that your arena is the whole fucking planet because you're competing against India and some basement in China and all this other kind of shit.
Right.
But it's your job to figure that out. And then you go out and soft stick demand, what you think that you're worth. That's how that works. But you can't go around talking about, I'm gonna knock your fucking teeth out. Just because you're being told that, well, what you're worth is an agreement. You can say whatever the fuck you want.
Sure.
But I have to look at you and be like, okay, I accept that. Or, well, your name don't belong over the title.
Or
you can't be offended
in the middle
by it.
somewhere, maybe, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But don't get offended by it because your perception of what you are is different than my perception of what you are.
Sure.
If you think you're a woman and I don't, guess what I'm going to call you, sir?
Right.
Damn, that just went all kind of places.
It went all. But you know what? I got the point, Adrian. But yeah, it does. It adds another layer to this whole Terrence Howard, Marvel dispute. And it's like, why are we talking about this now? Well, just because we watched these movies recently and it was something that we covered. And because we fucking feel like it, bitch. The fuck, we talk about whatever the fuck we want, right? Shit. Anyways, at this time, though,
that was literally like, I'm gonna punch your fucking teeth out. that was that moment.
Guess what? I ain't in no fucking movies, Adrian. I don't know Susan Downey or any of these motherfuckers, so they can't blackball me.
I didn't even know Robert Downey Jr. was married.
Yeah.
I mean, makes sense. But,
makes sense, yeah. They spend all that fucking Marvel money with somebody, right?
Well,
shit.
Or give half of it away. I mean, how you want to look at it.
That too. DC is back in the news this week too. We'll get to that. But I guess even after hearing this, yes, I understand how maybe his attitude, his aggression may have been detrimental to his career, but I still say Marvel should have fucking paid him.
Well, they should have paid him, and also there's an opportunity for redemption. And Robert Downey Jr., is a perfect example of that. It took him over a decade, but he was able to do it. But you can't, every time you go out, you want to punch somebody in the face. So there will never be an opportunity for redemption. Imagine if Will Smith didn't do his Discovery Channel going around the globe thing, but he just every time he showed up, he slapping motherfuckers. I mean, it'd be like, maybe Will just, go away forever.
It would be great for the podcast world, though, because we talk about that shit all fucking day. Yo, you see Will Smith smack somebody else, dude? Right. He was on Conan O'Brien. He slapped him, too. He was on SNL. He slapped the whole fucking cast.
Yeah, ultimately, after about 3, that'll stop quick.
He'd probably stop getting invited to things.
Right.
That fool would just be banned from TV.
That's it.
But I mean, hey, he turned his shit around, right? It's just, problem is, when you do that, you're going to lose. Some people you're not going to gain back.
Sure.
Right. And that's fair, as everyone has their own fucking prerogative to like who they like, Speaking of like who you like the Green Lanterns, right?
Yeah.
You're big, not to say big fan, but you've read some Lantern stuff. You get into that. I've not, fucking dove much into the Green Lantern lore, as they say. But I will tell you this, DC being back in the news, we saw our first trailer this past week of Lanterns, and I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the internet's a little split. Even some, you talking about people doing stupid shit. We'll get into this guy, this writer in a little bit. But first of all, the trailer. We saw it a couple days ago. What'd you think?
I like the dynamic of, because they made it they grounded it.
Yep.
You have a aging Green Lantern, Hal Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Now in the comics, they were, you had a Hal Jordan and he went off doing some other shit and eventually went back crazy and all that kind of bullshit. And then
Yep.
John Stewart stepped in.
Okay.
And then Guy Gardner was in there in between somewhere,
Yeah.
But they were kind of like the same age-ish, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way I understood it. But now you have this handoff where you have the aging Hal Jordan recruiting
John.
John Stewart. And I like the dynamic, but it also makes it kind of that you got that small town kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, it makes sense as opposed to a fucking alien crashing and the rain flying off
Right.
and it sticks on you and you got to go through the trauma of being trapped again, all this kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I like it, dude. I think that for this show, it being grounded, for me, I'm more interested.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of what I liked about Wonder Man so much.
Mhm.
It was just a show
Right.
that happened to be about superheroes.
Right.
Not a superhero show.
Right.
There's a fucking difference. If you don't understand, fucking figure it out. I don't know. Ask AI. It's replacing everyone's jobs anyways, right? But now some of the critiques. I've seen some of the stupid shit people have said. There's not enough green. Okay. First of all, I would say this. How long was the trailer, bro? Like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
I think this show's going to be a lot longer than 2 minutes, right?
There's that.
So maybe we should fucking calm the fuck down until we actually see the show before we start writing it off. Like, it's not enough green in the suit and the fucking way he walked and the way he talked. Fucking relax, dude.
Maybe the green that we saw was Hal's old suit, right?
Could be.
Maybe John's
All
going to get a new
dusty.
one or whatever, right?
Right.
And also, what's with the not enough? Hey, not enough green on the ring, not enough green on the suit. Hal Jordan, he flies. There's no green aura. The black dude's not black enough.
Yeah.
I mean, what's up with all this bullshit?
Right. Like, if you're a fan, everyone wants to be a critic. That's the problem.
Right.
If you're a fan of the material, you're a fan of comics, read a comic. Just fucking and be happy that we got some shit to watch.
Right.
Bro, if y'all can calm the fuck down and stop being like, because everybody wants to have a take nowadays. A take, bro. I want my take to go viral, Adrian, and then I'm going to go viral on YouTube and I'll quit my job and be rich. That's what people want to do. It's a lot harder than that, bro. It takes a long fucking time. So keep your fucking stupid takes and maybe just wait and see. Because, bro, we got a shit ton of content coming out this year.
Right.
So you could be this and maybe I'm being the life coach now, Adrian. You could be this negative fuck, right? And say everything's bad. That sucks. And Robert Downey Jr. and Doom. And then, Peter Parker's not tall enough. And Jon Stewart's not black enough. And the green's not green enough. And Daredevil is not on Netflix anymore. You could be a negative fucking fuck. Or you could shut the fuck up and enjoy the goddamn ride that we're going to go on this fucking year. Bro, every few weeks there's going to be a new project release. What does that mean? It means at least half of them are going to be good, right?
Maybe.
I mean, based off of, past experiences, at least half of them are probably going to be good. Some are going to be great. Some are going to be amazing. And some are going to be shitty.
Right.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
So that's my fucking way of telling all y'all to fucking woosah, You see what happens to Terrence Howard? You get too aggressive. You're gonna miss out on opportunities, or you be banned from the Oscars like Will Smith for 10 years, or you can shut the fuck up and enjoy this ride.
Is that really a bad thing?
What?
Him being banned for 10 years?
Is it bad for who?
Him.
For him?
Yeah.
Probably not. I mean, how many times is he really up for an Oscar,
Well, there's that, and how many people they never got an Oscar or even been nominated for
right.
one,
Exactly. No, I don't think so. I mean, it's just more of like, we're going to punish you for what you did. Bro, more people were interested in the Oscars after that. I'll tell you that. You should fucking bring him back. Let him host now. Shit. Anyways, but I agree. I like the trailer. I like the idea of this older Hal Jordan kind of coaching him, kind of, I'm wondering what brought them together. I mean, there's so much that what that trailer did was it definitely added some intrigue to the series. and also gave me a lot more questions and more of a reason to want to see it.
And it looks like, the way they cut it, the commercial, that they're essentially they know who Hal Jordan is, the police.
Yeah.
And they don't like his ass.
Yeah.
So it looks like whatever they're doing in this town, they at the very least are going to be going up against the local police departments.
Yeah, like why you motherfuckers up in here looking into our shit, you know? And I like how he addressed the other lanterns. Like, have you ever talked to him? He's like, no, I'm the only human one. One's an alien, one's a fucking squirrel. Like, but it leads for like shit to happen in the future. That means that we can keep, what's his name? Fucking Guy Gardner out of it. He's the cosmic fucking alien one. Mm-hmm. So to your point, it being grounded, there'll be a point in time where all these motherfuckers meet, right? It's just inevitable with the lanterns. But right now, we get this grounded story of John Stewart becoming Green Lantern is what it feels like.
Right.
And then maybe somewhere down the road on the film somewhere, they all cross paths.
Right. And I like the fact that they're this is like a training evolution as opposed to, the origin of Oa and fucking the Green Lanterns, and we got to go through all this bullshit. Maybe they'll kind of like, retro that bullshit like real quick. But we're not getting this long drawn out, how Peter became Spider-Man, how Bruce became, fucking how Clark Kent came to Earth. Fuck all that.
Right.
I like the fact that he's like, he just jumps out the car and shit.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, some hell of a way to train, right? Here, motherfucker, good luck. Figure shit out. Somebody who's also not happy about this trailer, is a fella named Van Sciver. I don't know who the fuck he is. He is a comic writer. He's written for DC. He's been fired by DC back in 2018 for sharing some unconventional, or let's just say he got some backlash for his views. Now, I'm not going to say what he said because it is a term that is really offensive to a group of people. And Adrian, I'm not out here to offend people, okay? Not for these reasons, for other reasons,
Well, is that starts with an F and ends with an ag?
Yeah.
That one?
Yep. So Van Sciver called the John Stewart actor Aaron Pierre, the F word, and called him a homosexual. And he says it's real creepy to hear him talk during some type of live stream that he's on. Now, again, this motherfucker, apparently he's been fired for saying shit like this in the past. He had talked about the Guy Gardner Green Lantern, Nathan Fillion's character. He called it atrociously stupid looking and a humiliation. So he seems to just be a fucking hater of all things DC Green Lantern.
Well, I agree with him on the Guy Gardner fucking thing, but most Brits sound like that. I mean, look at the fucking dude that plays Superman.
Right.
I mean, he sounds weird.
Sure.
I mean, I would have never thought about calling him the whatever, but it's just weird. I take it as it's amazing that Brits can do a better English dialogue on screen than English people can.
Yeah.
And English people can't seem to do British accents at all. So I'm just amazed by the transformation to begin with.
You're talking about Aaron Pierre?
Any of them.
Yeah.
Any of them.
But in the Guy Gardner, he looks stupid. Well, doesn't Guy Gardner look stupid?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He does look stupid with the bowl cut and all this stuff.
But that's how that character looks, though, right? Like, so you're sitting
he
here,
is kind of stupid.
Yeah. So you mean he fucking is playing the right character, right? It's like being, fucking, I'll tell you what, Batman, he looks big. Well, no shit, motherfucker. Like, fucking Peter Parker looks small. He's a goddamn teenager. Right. Of course he does.
Right. So my thing is this. We're no longer reporting the news. And these are the news outlets problem, right?
Yep.
It's like, remember that they still do this to this day. They go to the neighborhood, like the black neighborhood, and they found this one lady who's like cracked out, and she's like all over. So who goes and find this dude was probably about to jump off a chair with a noose around his neck. I mean, he literally has no relevance whatsoever, right? Right. And in this context, somebody goes and finds him and asks him what he thinks about anything,
right?
And he comes up with this dumb shit. Who cares about this? About this cat? Right. So it's not let's report the news. Let's go and find and create some news just so my ratings can go up, or I can get some more likes or some more bullshit like that.
Right. Like, why the fuck are we doing podcasts with this guy?
Right.
He's an asshole. You know, he got into some shit back in the day for criticizing Pedro Pascal. So remember Gina Carano?
Mhm.
She was in the Mandalorian film.
Wait. Dude, we talk about shit all the time. We talk about every shit. Cut that out. Flynn. We I don't know. Anyway.
Well, put it this way. Gina, we know she said some political shit that
Sure.
didn't go over well, right? Which, sure, okay.
Mandalorian chick?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. I forget exactly what she said, but it was some shit that, like, girl, just relax.
Right.
Anyway, she did piss a lot of people off, got fired, whole deal. This motherfucker, Van Sciver, criticized Pedro Pascal for not defending her. Bro, I don't need to know a whole lot about Pedro Pascal. I've seen some of the shit he's done from a protest, but he's on complete different side of Gina Carano, which is okay.
Right.
They got their own fucking political beliefs.
What do you mean he's on a completely different side? Like he doesn't believe in what she believes in?
Yes.
Okay.
She was an extreme right. He's an extreme left.
Got it.
Okay. Which is more common in Hollywood, right? Most of Hollywood's left. And you go like, what side are you on? I'm on none because they're both fucking assholes. I'm in the middle. I like some shit about both, bro. I think, Adrian, you should be able to fucking have your guns. Gay people should be able to get married. You should be able to smoke and grow motherfucking marijuana. Like, taxes should be fucking lower. I'm in the middle, dude. I don't not subscribe to one side about anything. So, but most people do it. And I mean, y'all, if you like that type of conversation, fucking get on other stuff. Cause we get into that, the conspiracy shit there. And it really is just a conspiracy to keep all of us arguing with each other so they can go over and do shit like they're doing in Iran right now, right? Because how could we care about that if we're too busy arguing about should someone have an abortion or fucking smoke marijuana?
Yo, how is it that you want to go and steal Greenland?
Yep.
You start some shit in Iran. You kidnapped a Venezuelan president. You let Puerto Rico go to shit.
Right.
Now you're fucking trying to invade Cuba. It's like, come on, dog. What?
Right.
I mean, how many places
Hey, no
can
new
you
wars,
be?
though. Remember?
You're everywhere except in your own head and shit.
Yep. And remember, he said, no new wars.
Right.
Anyways, but I think this is further proof of how much of an asshole this guy is. You have nothing to do with either one of these motherfuckers, and you're criticizing Pedro Pascal for not defending his co-star when they have completely separate beliefs.
Freedom of speech, dude.
Freedom of speech, yes. But anyways, so what do we say about this motherfucker? He can shut the fucking fuck up. Leave fucking Aaron Pierre alone, dude. I mean, what I've seen so far in the trailer seems like a fucking perfectly fine Jon Stewart.
Right.
How did you? I mean, you're more of a Lantern fan. How did you feel about what you saw from him so far?
I'll just have to see the whole performance.
Sure.
Too. Because it's also in the context of what they have going on. Only thing that we know about the Lantern is that it's like a detective show.
Yes.
Right? They're obviously in the middle of nowhere. And it looks like they're going to be going through some training, but they're also going to be going up against at least the local police departments. So we just wait and see, dude.
Sure.
You know, a lot of people should try that. Just shut up and wait and see.
Correct.
How about that?
Yeah. But nothing in this short trailer that was so offensive where you're like, oh, he can't fucking play Jon Stewart. Oh my God.
Of course not.
No. I'm like, the way he talks, it's so weird. I'm like, I didn't get that from him, dude. I don't know. I mean,
so are you talking about, so you're attacking him personally because
Yes.
he's not talking like that in the show.
Correct.
Which is what you should be focusing on. But you're not focusing on that. You're attacking him personally when you start talking about some bullshit like that.
Oh, so you think he's talking about the way the dude
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
Yes.
okay. I didn't even think about that.
Because nothing comes off to me in this trailer that would warrant any of those comments.
Sure. Absolutely. So what you can do, Mr. fucking Sciver, is shut the fucking fuck up. Nobody cares. And you know what? One thing that was funny about this, HBO Max on their X account, they took a little shot back at all these idiots that were complaining about the green. So they showed a screenshot of a green food basket that was part of the show. It was like a fucking food basket on a table, and with the caption, "What do you mean there's no green?" So like, fuck all you motherfuckers, bitch. We fucking worked hard on this show. Just shut the fuck up and wait till it comes out.
HBO Max X? What the fuck is that?
HBO Max on their X account. Used to be called Twitter. You know, Elon Musk's little fucking data mining experiment. You know, what he's using to get all the information to replace everybody's jobs with AI, you know?
So we'll get into this and other stuff, but so he doesn't have to mine for anything when you're giving it away. Yeah.
That's a little teaser there.
Yeah.
Other stuff. How do you get access to that? You fucking join it, motherfucker. But it's our membership on YouTube where we talk about other stuff. Dude. A little bit of comic stuff, a little bit of comics, but conspiracies, dude. We're gonna get into some Appalachian Mountain shit again this week. The Bell Witch. Ooh. Anyways, so I mean, I got to give HBO Max credit for this little like snarky, like, man, fuck y'all, you know. Shit, people just, you can't have nice things anymore, dude. People complain about fucking everything.
Speaking of like this the basket thing. Yeah. So I watched this new movie with Alan Richardson, you know, Reacher.
Yep.
Big motherfucker.
Yep.
So he's, you know, trying to be a ranger from the army.
Is this the War Machine one?
Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Well, in it, these aliens tech comes down, is fucking destroying everything. Mm-hmm. And everybody is a number. There's no names. So it's killing off everything. The visual is fucking surreal, dude. Yeah. I mean, everybody's all burnt up and like melted legs all off. So it's pretty graphic. So you've got a weak stomach.
Don't watch it.
Don't watch it. I mean, but if you would have read a comic at one point in your life, you'd be okay with it because all that shit's in there. Anyway, so one of the team members that got killed, his number was 23. Mm-hmm. And after one of the attacks, you know, the helmet with 23 is floating in the water and shit. And they spent a lot of time focusing on this helmet with 23 on it. And I'm wondering if this is a shot to Michael Jordan, like, you know, your time is up kind of shit. At least that was the thought that I had. Maybe it means something else. But all I know is, so the helmet's float down, it got 23 on it. And then even as they're walking away, the camera pans down and 23 is still floating in the water, but it's stuck up against the rocks. And so they just spent a lot of time focusing on this one helmet. So anyway, subliminals.
Yeah, absolutely. Damn, so they're taking shots at the GOAT, dude.
Hey.
Man, it's fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
Fucked up. Anyways, but so far, what I've seen, I'm looking forward to this motherfucking show, Green Lantern.
Absolutely.
And when's it come out? It's set to premiere in August. There's a lot of shit. I think next week what we're gonna do is we're gonna revisit the schedule for the year because there's so much content, dude. Like Daredevil Born Again drops in a couple weeks. I mean, today is early March. I think 2 weeks the first episode drops. Mm-hmm. We saw a new trailer for that. It was a short one, 30 seconds or so. We see Jessica Jones in it.
Yep. Fisk in the ring with somebody.
Oh, in the ring, dude. He's in there fighting. I mean, so far, I think they've done a good job of teasing this show.
Sure.
Like, there's nothing I don't feel like I know about what's going on at all. Mm-hmm. Do you?
No. Even though when I'm watching this show, I'm thinking, wow, Jessica looks hot. You know, she's like really filled out.
Yeah.
And Matt smiling all the time in a Daredevil helmet.
That was a little creepy. AI, yeah.
It's like, why the fuck are you smiling, dude? You're the devil. You don't need to be smiling. What's going on?
Right. Yeah, and that one little clip where he starts like grinning, it almost looked AI-ish, dude. Yeah, there it is, AI, dude. They're taking over. But it's cool to see Jessica Jones back. Yeah, I think that's what I got from this recent trailer is it showed you that she's back and she's involved. It's not like some little cameo shit. She's working with Matt, and then you have, you know, the brutality's still there. Mm-hmm. The action is still there. Mm-hmm. And obviously it's the classic, you know, Fisk and Matt. Fisk and Daredevil going one-on-one.
Karen's in there. She's shooting at somebody, or at least pointing a gun. Let's see how long she lasts.
For real. She's always trying to get up in the action, dude. Right. Now in the comics, to read a comic, Karen dies. And it really fucks Matt up. I mean, would they do something that crazy in this second season? Who knows?
Hey, they wiped out Foggy.
Right.
I mean, why not?
Which, dude, I hope they don't bring him back.
Yeah. I mean, it's too much now.
It's too much.
It's too late and all this kind of shit.
And he's annoying as fuck in this show. I mean, it's a good Foggy, but fuck, man. I don't want you to be Daredevil. You nigga be my friend no more. Can you imagine if your friend was Daredevil? Be the coolest shit ever, dude. Fuck. Bro, go out, whoop everybody's ass. I don't give a fuck if I don't see you all the time. But when we link up, bro, let me know what happened, dude. Right. You know, fuck, fill me in.
It's like I'm rewatching X-Files, right?
Yep.
And I didn't realize it took like 8 seasons. Well, I'm on season like 7 or 8, and Scully still don't believe, dude. I mean, after all the shit that you're getting fucking kidnapped, impregnated by the smoking man, seeing all this shit, you know, seeing, you know, zombies coming to life and attacking her, she still don't believe, dude. I'm like, that's annoying as fuck. Anyway.
Damn. So that drops soon. And actually, speaking of Daredevil, Adrian, today on Who the Fuck Is, we got a Who the Fuck Is Daredevil.
Okay.
Because people, like, kind of the theme of that segment is, this motherfucker, but do you really know? Like, and I think that what we're going to focus on is the way he sees. Because calling him blind is confusing. And we're gonna dig into that a little bit. So that's my teaser there. So stay tuned later today, But I did a deep dive and I even got I used some AI, use some AI to create some images to show you what Daredevil sees. And it's pretty fucking unique. Anyways, so James Gunn, Adrian, someone we've talked about. He's someone that we've talked up, we've talked down, we've talked shit about, we've supported. He's been all over the place, right? Would you call yourself a fan of his work?
No,
you would not. Okay. No. I would say I am.
I'm not shitting on his work.
Okay,
but I'm not saying I'm a fan of his work. He's neutral to me.
He's neutral. Some hits, some misses.
Yeah.
I mean, his Guardians trilogy, pretty solid.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for his Suicide Squad. No. Peacemaker was fun. Creature Commandos was really good.
Yep.
And I really enjoyed this last Superman.
Yeah, I agree with all that.
Yeah,
except the Superman.
The Superman. Okay. Now he is in charge of DC Studios right now. He's the co-CEO. And we talked about the Warner Brothers Discovery Paramount merger. Okay. And this fella, John Campea, he does a podcast, he has a YouTube show. He seems to think that because of this deal with Paramount and Warner Brothers Discovery, that James Gunn might be on his way out because a political aspect of this. Now, James Gunn is someone who has been very, very vocal and very against the current administration. Okay, he always has things to say about Trump. And even in some of his movies, I mean, people were so upset about the Superman storyline with the countries going to war that pretty much resembled, Israel and Gaza Strip and Palestine and all that shit, which you could, maybe it's coincidence, maybe it was. Now, this stuff was written beforehand, so who the fuck knows? But, and even in a lot of his work, you can see he does definitely tie in his political views, which every fucking writer, creator does.
Sure.
Right? Well, why does that matter? Paramount is all fucking linked up with Trump and his whole crew. So this guy, Campea, says that I'm 100% sure before the end of the year, Gunn's going to go to David Zaslav, who is, the guy in charge up top, and say, it's been nice, but there's no way I'm working for those guys. So can you please let me out of his contract? And he thinks that David would let him out. And he says, I think he's going to end up back at Marvel and he will become Kevin Feige's heir apparent to take over Marvel after Feige finally goes. I think that's going to happen. That's the roadmap I see happening here. Now, this is just some guy talking, right? It's just like us. We come here, we bullshit. And then he goes on to say, I can't imagine a scenario that Gunn, so we all know how he feels about Trump, whether you think he's right or not, I can't imagine that he's going to basically go on and work with them and have to maybe possibly take some orders from Trump or this administration when it comes to his content. So, I mean, that's a crazy take. It's a crazy, but like, why would this matter? So, or why is there any truth to what he's saying? Gunn has been vocal about Trump since 2018. We talked about the backlash with the Superman film when he used the terms immigrant story. Now, he definitely used it to kind of play into what was going on. Sure. But, I mean, the Superman story is about an alien that came here. I mean, it is about technically someone who's not from this planet, let alone the country he lived in, right?
And typically anybody that migrates from one country to another one is called a immigrant.
Right.
It's not a term that the United States, owns.
Correct.
Immigrants go from other countries to other countries too.
Correct. And then the connection, David Ellison and his father Larry have all been key allies of Trump, support a bunch of money. Ellison is a major GOP mega donor. And then David met privately with Trump at the White House in February 26th to discuss this merger. So the point is, he is involved. That's not a fucking theory. It's not, don't talk about Trump like that. It's true. I'm not fucking making it up. Now, the connection. Because this merger required so many it required a lot of the DOJ's antitrust approval, because I mean this is like they want to prevent fucking monopolies and shit like
Right,
that,
right,
so it's a big deal. Critics argue that Trump's administration favored the Ellison bid over Netflix because of how friendly they are, and I guess the other thing is the CNN deal and CBS. So those will now be under the same roof. And you know that the White House and Trump, they really want to try to say control, influence, manipulate these news stations, right? Because media runs the world. So if we have these, CNN and CBS under our umbrella, I gotta imagine they're gonna have some type of influence as to what goes on in that program. Like, it's just common sense, right? Regardless of what side you fucking fall on, if you dispute that, you're in fucking denial.
Right. It's like that cat who owned all the newspapers and stuff.
Right.
And he was just spewing out whatever the fuck. I mean, literally, the world was running off of his news outlets.
Yep. Now, this is all speculation, as they say.
Sure.
James Gunn's contract recently was extended into spring of 2027. And it probably contains some type of key man change of control clause that could allow him to walk away if he feels like his creative vision is being compromised by the new owner. So there may be some clause in there. I guess that's pretty normal. Now, David Ellison, who everyone's saying, he's Trump's guy, this other guy, he has called James Gunn's Superman a powerhouse, and he has stated that he wants to keep the current creative team. So this all could be nonsense. This guy could just be yapping to try to get us to talk about him. If I'm a betting guy, and I have no dog in the fight, it don't really matter either way. I mean, that's probably a lie. I would like to see Gunn finish his shit.
Spring of 20, that's 9 months from now.
Correct.
I mean, come on, dog. I mean, what? It would take that long just to get him out if he decided to not go out.
So you think there's no chance he's leaving?
I'm not saying that there's no chance that he's not leaving, but to just walk in and just say, "Hey, let me out my contract. I only have like 3 more weeks later, to do this shit."
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably got vacation days that'll get him through the next 9 or 10 months.
So this doesn't sound plausible.
It doesn't sound plausible, but I'm not in that environment.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I mean, there's also something about having somebody on the opposing team working for you. I mean, how many people have hired talent from their opposition or because they have like insider information? And also it kind of makes you better when you kind of going against the grain of certain people, right? You have your political aspects and, let James Gunn cook.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And if you let him do his shit, he'll give you content, because isn't that why you bought the platform?
Right.
To make money? Well, influence people primarily,
too,
but also to make money. So, he's only one cat in your whole, universe.
Right.
Let that man cook until he decides not to.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess really what it's going to come down to is what's more important to them, making the money or the influence, right?
Right.
But
how about this? Just let him fit it. Spring of 2027. We're talking literally, I said 9 months. It's a year, right?
Yep.
Just let the man, and then he can just let him go. Then that way it doesn't bring any negative connotation to you.
Yeah.
Right? You're not doing this big ass fight, and it'll just kind of go away. You bring in the next person.
So it kind of sounds like you're saying his contract is only a year from now. It's up.
Right.
So even if this is an issue for Gunn, you don't see him like, let me out right now. At least if it really is that much of an issue, what he'll probably do in the spring of next year is just not renew his contract.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the presidency, right? You spend the first 2 years actually doing a job, not necessarily your job or a good job, right? But then you spend the next 2 years trying to get the job back.
Right.
So how many movies have been put off until 2035, right? What are you going to do in 1 year?
Right.
He's probably going to finish up a couple things, figure out the best box to put all his shit off his desk into, and then ride off in the sunset. I mean, there's really nothing. He's not going to start a new project with only a year left. I can guarantee you, if you hear that Gunn is starting a new project for DC, he's going to probably extend his contract.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that would be expected for him to extend the contract because he's got this plan for this universe. And a lot of these movies aren't even close to being ready, done.
No.
Like he's got like a 10-year plan.
Right.
So I think that's just, I'm sure they do that for a reason, right? Like if he puts out two
Sure.
movies and they absolutely bomb, everybody hates them,
Mhm.
then bro, you ain't getting your fucking 10-year plan. But if he continues to get results like he did with Superman,
Absolutely.
there would be no reason why they wouldn't want to extend that in the future.
There's
I
that.
think the only time it would be an issue is if he's got some movies prepared and then this new administration wants them to change things. We've
Right.
talked about the Pentagon's influence on films before, on other stuff, how movies have been fucking, redone because it didn't, send the right message.
But I'm sure he's gonna, if he renews in a year, he's gonna have some creative clauses in there where if you don't like the direction I'm going, great, but I'm gonna fucking sue you.
Yeah.
Kind of a deal. Or you gotta buy me out of not going in the direction that I'm going. Because he, like you say, he has a 10-year plan.
Yep.
You just can't like turn on the heel and go and do some off bullshit, just because, some political guy wants a different take
Right.
on your vision.
What's my take, bro? My fucking take. The boys, Adrian, speaking of things that we're going to get this year,
They still around?
they're still around.
Yeah.
Season 5 is dropping a month from now. There was a new trailer. I haven't seen the trailer yet, so I'm not going to be like some of these other accounts and pretend I saw something that I didn't, I've read every comic. I've seen every movie. No, you're a fucking lying sack of shit, bitch. Anyways, but in this trailer, Homelander is on a quest for immortality. I think that's on brand for Homelander,
Sure.
right? Like, he's already gotten away with fucking murder and rape. He's done all kinds of shit. What is the next step? Well, fucking immortality, right?
There you go.
So he's on that quest. And really what I want to talk about is the fact that this is season 5 and this is the final season, which I'm glad we're there.
Right.
I'm a big fan of The Boys. Very entertaining show. I have read some of their comics, and the comics are even more fucking adult and just there. If The Boys is a hard rated R, bro, the comics are damn near rated X.
Damn.
Yes, but I've enjoyed the show for the most part. Last season 4 was not my favorite. I think they pushed this whole Frenchie's bisexual thing out of left field. It was weird. And then again, I'm not. I don't give a fuck what fucking sexual preference anybody. I don't give a shit. Do you mean gay, fucking straight, in between? You could be gay on Tuesday, straight on. I don't give a flying fuck. I really don't. Been married for fucking 20 plus years. I ain't looking to date nobody. So fucking do what you want. But when things don't make sense, when they're forced, is when it feels fucking, and that felt forced.
Right.
But
And it sounds like they pretty much dedicated a season to that.
yes, yeah, it was a big part. And I think the other stories, it was a good season, but not a great season. It was like if the other parts of the storyline were so much better, it'd be easy to kind of like just, whatever, that's one stupid part.
Sure.
But when you're not fucking, knocking it out of the park with the rest of the episodes, you kind of focus on that shit, right? But all in all, it's been an enjoying, I've enjoyed the watch. I've seen most of the episodes a few times. You've not finished the 4th season, right?
I don't know what I
Okay.
have not finished or seen on The Boys. I got distracted with that college thing.
Oh, the spinoff.
For like half a season. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, the
And
Gen
I just
V
kind of
shit.
dropped everything
Got
after
it.
that.
Yeah, I started watching the first season of that show, got halfway through and lost interest and never saw the second season. So
Oh, that's
anyway.
the second season?
Oh, yeah, it's 2 of those too.
wow.
Fucking Gen V, Gen this, all kinds of bullshit. But anyways, this show, the Boys will premiere on April 8th, so about a month away. 2 episodes drop on the 8th, and then a new episode every week. And then this thing is going to end on May 20th with, as they're calling this, they said this, an unforgettable epic series finale. So let's see. I'm glad it's ending. I'm glad we're getting another season. That should be fun. I'm just nervous about the ending because, and it has nothing to do with The Boys. It's just content in general, dude. I feel like a lot of these shows, even a lot of movies, struggle with the ending. They try to go too big. They try to go too polarizing. They try to do way too much, and it feels like it.
Right.
Feels forced a lot of times. The end of everything doesn't need to be fucking Endgame, right? Like, doesn't need to be the biggest thing ever.
Right.
Just needs to be a good story.
That's it.
End it with fucking killing Homelander. There you go.
There you go.
Bam.
Or Homelander getting immortality.
Oh, shit.
Imagine if it ends with Homelander literally getting everything that he wants.
Damn.
That'd be something.
Yeah, there you go. So 2 options. Pick one of those, motherfucker. Anyways, but I'm excited this thing's coming back. I probably don't have time to rewatch the entire fucking show, so we're just gonna go into it and assume I remember what the fuck happened. You know, it's been a while, dude. We watch a lot of content, you know.
Right.
And we are the comic unks, dude. We're not fucking 22 years old, you know.
Yeah, there's that.
So that dementia started seeping in. The fuck? Did I see this before? Dude, there's times, Adrian, I will watch a movie that I know I've seen before. Maybe like once or twice. And in my mind, I have this memory of how the movie started. And then I start the movie, and it's not how the movie started. That ever happened to you?
No.
Okay.
Not
Maybe
at
it's
all.
just something.
Yeah. You're fucked.
Retarded, yeah, I guess. But dude, and then I'll be like, this is like a new scene almost. Like I don't remember seeing this. You know, it's like it's brand new.
I have seen shit where I'm like, oh, I don't remember. I don't remember that particular scene.
Okay.
Probably because I'm distracted. Fucking gotta get up to go take a piss or whatever. I mean, those kind of things happen.
Okay.
Of course, the polarizing scenes stick in your mind forever.
Yes.
But no. If you're thinking that way, yeah,
dude,
you're already 80 and
I
shit.
think they fucking rebooted, like they added a scene in or something. Like, I don't remember this movie starting like that. Like, what the fuck?
No, dude, they're not sneaking in another scene in Wally.
No, that movie, I know how that shit starts. I know the middle. I know how it fucking ends, dude. That is the GOAT. So, speaking of a movie that the ending didn't really stick, was Scream 7. Talked about this. I saw it last week. I did enjoy it, though. I'm a Scream glazer. The reason why we're talking about it and why it's the last piece of news is more the financial, results of this movie. This movie, it's a 30-year-old franchise, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And this movie became a box office hit, dude. Scream 7. It broke the series record with a $63.6 million domestic opening. So for a Scream movie, I mean, for a horror movie, fucking great, dude. And it remains to be seen how it will stack up in the long haul, because what happens sometimes with these movies when they don't get the best reviews is the first week is massive. Or not massive, but the drop off between the first and second week is drastic a lot of times, right? So this movie could just fucking die out and nobody wants to see it after the first week. Who knows? But as it is right now, breaks the series record. It's the biggest opening for a Scream movie since the original. It is the biggest opening, but the highest grossing movie in the franchise is the original, 1996. That movie did 173 million worldwide. So big opening for this. Right now it says it's about 68 million away from matching that. So it remains to be seen. Who knows? And this is one that is split from a critics, what the fuck Rotten Tomatoes, which we're going to do later for The Bride. But this is one where the audience score is like almost 80% on Scream. And then the critic score was like in the fucking 30s. So it was drastic.
Damn.
Critics, dude. You know how they are, dude.
Yo, so when did the first movie come out?
1996, 30 years ago.
96, $170 million is so much more than today's $63 million.
Absolutely. Yeah, so it really doesn't stack up.
No.
I guess it's too late to do this now, but really what they should have done with box office numbers is count the tickets sold. To really judge how well a movie did. Now, I understand we're looking at it financially, but...
Yeah, but you can't do that today because they're counting streaming, all that kind of bullshit. So
we're talking just when it's in the theater.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, because think about, to your point, the dollar amount.
Mm-hmm. Also,
movie tickets are a lot more now.
I think, you could do that, but it would be easier to say, well, in today's dollars, 1997 money would be $500 million,
right?
Which would really, really blow that shit out the water.
But the problem is, if they did it by the ticket sales, you would realize how much less these movies are actually doing at the box office, right? Because from a money standpoint, half the amount of people could go. You can get 2 movies, and check the math on this, okay? So let's say. The Scream movie in 96 did 100 million. Okay, boom. And then the Scream 7 movie did 100 million today. It may be like half the amount of people that went to see it because the tickets cost twice as much. So box office numbers are more about financially how's the movie doing, not so much how popular it was. I guess that's what I'm getting at. Like,
I get it.
you know, like with music, they don't use financial. They say records sold, right? How many?
Good point.
I mean, Michael Jackson's Thriller is still the fucking highest selling album of all fucking time. If you did it from
not Celine Dion.
No, not that bitch.
Okay.
Michael motherfucking Jackson, the GOAT himself, the king of pop.
As bad. Somebody's dead shit is still selling more than everybody else's shit.
Yep, which is why they fucking made him, painted him as crazy. He's doing all this stuff. Oh my God. It's why? Why? Because he's fucking up here and he didn't subscribe to a lot of their bullshit. That's a whole nother story. It's a whole fucking, that's other stuff type shit right there.
Got it.
Anyways, but yeah, I think that, if you looked at the dollar amount from a music standpoint, you would say Michael Jackson wouldn't even be close because of what records and fucking CDs and tapes cost back then are a lot less than what they do now. So anyways, I think the box office is fucking skewed. It's bullshit.
I actually, now that you put it out like that, I agree, because if like say 8 million people went saw the movie in 96.
Yep.
Right. And it made $100 million. And then what number I say? A million fucking people. And that million. Same 8 million, then 8 million goes and see it today. Actually, you could have 3 million go see it today, and it would equate to the same amount.
Yeah.
So, but then, even though the number is the same, the value isn't the same. So, yeah, it's all fucked up. I think tickets. They should do tickets.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck about how much the goddamn studio made. I want to know how many motherfuckers went out and bought a ticket and sat through this goddamn movie,
Right.
Bunch of bullshit.
And tolerated other people fucking laughing and snoring and fucking all that kind of bullshit in the theaters.
Thankfully, Adrian, me and my wife went to see The Bride yesterday, and we didn't have any of that bullshit. Yeah. Also, fucking almost nobody went to see it. So here's a prediction. Next week, when I get to that part of the news, I ain't going to be sitting here talking about The Bride did all this money at the box. I'm going to be like, me, my wife, and fucking 3 other people went to see it. Wow. We enjoyed it, but y'all, I recommend it. It was a great movie.
It's probably already out of the theaters.
It's on streaming. Well, Adrian, we're already out of the news. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Time fucking flies. So let's do a little fucking double wide. We're going to do a little thumbs up or thumbs down. It's pretty simple rules here, Adrian. You know, I know. Maybe some of them don't.
Some gladiator shit.
Yeah, pretty much. We're going to recap the news, and we're going to let you know, in our opinion, if what we talked about deserves a thumbs up or thumbs down. That's it. Pretty simple. All right. Well, Adrian, start with our boy. Terrence Howard has a wild new theory as to why he was fired by Marvel. He said it had something to do with him pissing off Robert Downey Jr.'s wife from threatening a producer on a past movie. I don't know. Maybe. I kind of give this a thumbs down that we're still talking about this.
Right. I agree. Thumbs down.
But I still say you should have fucking paid the man.
Maybe if you paid him, he wouldn't be going through all this bullshit.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. He wouldn't be trying to redo the math. What's his shit? Fucking 1 times 2 is not 1. I don't know. It's some weird.
1 + 1 is not 1.
Hey, whatever, dude. Just it's what?
1.
You probably shouldn't be helping your kids with their homework then. Let someone else do that job.
You know what? I've relinquished. I don't even know what they doing today.
Yeah.
With this shit, so whatever.
Who knows? And in fucking 5 years, they'll be teaching his curriculum in school. The Lanterns trailer dropped this past week, Adrian. People were complaining, oh my God, it's not enough green. Oh my God, look at the suit. Oh my God, he's not black enough. Oh my God, look at the way he talks. Shut the fucking fuck up. I give this trailer a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
And I give all you motherfuckers crying a thumbs down, dude. This is why we don't have nice things. Right?
Well, I don't get that.
Because y'all fucking complain about everything. So the studios are afraid to put out content. It's why they don't put shit out, because y'all fucking complain about everything. Maybe. Or I'm just getting a little upset.
Just fuck them.
Just patience. I think that's the word of the day today, Adrian, is patience. Let's wait and see before we start fucking crying about it. Like this writer, Van Sciver, has some, some slurs, some gay slurs about Aaron Pierre and all this stuff. And I'm not going to repeat what he said, but I just want to bring him up to give that motherfucker a thumbs down.
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, who is this cat?
Exactly.
Anyway?
You fucking drew a couple Green Lanterns in your day, and now you think you have the market cornered on, giving your opinion on shit. Fuck, man. HBO Max, they took a little page out of our book, Adrian. They responded.
Okay.
They responded to you people complaining about the green. They put a screenshot of a green food basket from the preview and said, "What do you mean there's no greens?" I give these motherfuckers a thumbs up.
Right. Thumbs up.
You know, sometimes you got to slap people around,
Exactly.
Adrian. It's like my man in Tombstone said, you know, you give someone a yap on the beater to get some respect around here.
There you go.
You know, unfortunately. So there's this guy, John Campea. He's spreading rumors, Adrian, on his YouTube show. He says that James Gunn might leave his position at DC Studios because of this merger, the tie to Trump, the this and that, blah, blah, blah. I give this fella a thumbs down. I don't think he's leaving.
Thumbs down. Also, I mean, again, who are you?
Exactly. Yeah, just
Who
some
found,
yapper.
more importantly, who found you to like massage your balls and get this comment out?
Damn. Yeah, you're not Weinstein, dude. You ain't getting no movie role doing that shit. The Boys season 5 is dropping starting April 8th with 2 episodes. Then they're going to drop a weekly episode until the 20th. This is the series finale. They're calling it unforgettable. They're calling it epic. Homelander is on the quest for immortality because of course he is.
Of course he is.
Why the fuck would he not? Right. I'll give this a thumbs up. Bring it on.
Thumbs down. I care fucking less.
Damn, you're off The Boys, Adrian. Shit.
Got better things to do with my time.
Okay. And last but not least, Scream 7 hits the box office, beats a crucial. I fucked that. Rewind that, bring that back. Here you go. Last piece of news, Adrian. Scream 7 has a massive box office result this past week. They break the series record for domestic opening at $63.6 million. We'll see what it does. We'll see if it stacks up to the past. So far, the best Scream movie at the box office is still the first one, back in '96 with $173 million. So we'll see. Maybe this will pass 100. Maybe it won't. I just, you know, if y'all want to hear our full take on it, go back, watch the full show. I'm going to give this a thumbs up just for the context.
Sure.
It's
a thumbs up.
I'm a Scream fan. Scream 7 came out this past week. A lot of controversy behind it. Overall, I thought it was a pretty solid movie. And the fucking thing did, 60 plus million domestically the first week. I think that's huge.
I am not a Scream fan. Yep. I could care fucking less about what the thing does. But the fact that they put out, it's progress. They put out a movie. It's successful in the context of, whatever they did. So I'm happy for them. So thumbs up.
You're too positive, Adrian, today.
Hey, you gotta be.
You got to be. So, well, that is thumbs up, thumbs down. Guys, give us a fucking thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, right? Or drop us a like, drop us a comment, read a comment. I will read a comment later.
Do that ring bell thing.
Yeah, do that shit. There you go. Well, Adrian, we're gonna get into one of your favorite segments. Now, unfortunately, you haven't seen this movie, so I'm gonna have to take the reins here. Okay. But I just like to say this around you because you love the name of this segment. It's called "What the Fuck, Rotten Tomatoes." Because honestly, what the fuck, Rotten Tomatoes? Like, it fucks some shit up,
I mean, you gotta. Rotten Tomatoes remind me of those two old white dudes and the Muppets up on the thing, or the two scarecrows.
Yep.
The two crows in the old cartoons. They just sit up and just watch everything, and they're just so used to doom and gloom. Everything they see, everything that they observe and say about is shit.
Wow.
So that's how Rotten Tomatoes is. You got a bunch of professional critics. And you've watched movie after movie after movie. There's no excitement in it anymore. Right. So you're not even looking at a movie for what it is anymore. I mean, that's my impression of what I see in them. You don't even enjoy the movies anymore. It's a paycheck. So you just write some shit.
You think they're looking to tear them down?
Yeah.
It's like an inspector, like not like Inspector Gadget. Like I used to be in construction. Okay. Right. Build homes. Believe it or not, Adrian, you don't just like show up somewhere and build a house. There's all kinds of fucking legalities behind it. You got to pay this one, that one. But throughout building the home, inspectors come out.
Right.
And there's some that are cool, right? Then there's some that are literally going out of their way to find any little thing. Sure. Like, listen, I get it. If we did something wrong, I want the building to be structurally sound, right? Sure. Let me know. But there's some that really go over. Oh, there's 3 nails here instead of 4, and that one's a little off center. Calm the fuck down. But that's what these motherfuckers are like. Let me watch the movie. Not, to your point, not to enjoy it, just to find every possible thing that I could think is wrong with it, even though I've never made a movie. I'm just someone that sits behind my fucking keyboard with my gut on the fucking table, my beard on my neck, crumbs on my fucking t-shirt, smelling like Doritos in my mom's fucking basement with a bottle of lotion that's almost gone and an empty tissue box while I'm writing negative reviews about a fucking movie that everybody loves. Shut the fuck up. Anyways.
Wow.
That being said,
that was loaded.
What the fuck, Rotten Tomatoes? Here we are, The Bride. I saw this movie, Adrian. It takes place in 1930s Chicago. I will tell you this. I've never seen the original Frankenstein Bride movies. I've not. You ever seen these?
Yes.
Classic monster movies?
Yes.
Were you a fan of these growing up? Or
I'm not a fan, but
Okay.
I mean, I got 2 channels.
Okay.
I mean, I'm done with One Life to Live.
Yep.
Got to watch the monster movies.
Got it. But so you saw these like as a kid?
Yeah.
Okay. This has always kind of been a thing, Frankenstein.
Yeah, Frankenstein, Van Helsing,
Yeah.
Dracula. Matter of fact, there's a new Dracula out. I started watching it last night.
Yeah.
It's basically soft porn. So.
Okay. This is not, I mean, there's definitely some sexual, some romance to this, some drama and horror. And this was written and produced by Maggie Gyllenhaal, everybody's favorite Rachel. Oh my God, Rachel, oh my God, from The Dark Knight. Or not. But anyways, I've never seen any fucking movie about Frankenstein. And that's a movie that's been remade like 100 times, right?
Right.
Yeah. But I think because of that, it's like, dude, I got it. We've made it, whatever. This was a very, very interesting take on the Bride story. Christian Bale as the monster. Frankenstein was phenomenal. This chick, Jessie Buckley, I've never even heard of her before. Absolutely killed it as Bride. Because she is, and I don't know about any previous versions, but in this, is soft spoiler here, not soft porn, soft spoiler. She's a little fucking crazy. And she's also possessed by the writer, Mary Shelley. So it's pretty cool. You can see this like spirit of Mary Shelley or whatever, the one who wrote these original plays back in the 1800s, has possessed the bride in this. So it's pretty cool. And it's definitely a romance. It's funny. I saw Wuthering Heights with my wife a couple weeks ago, which is another one of these stories where it's inspired by the Romeo and Juliet. I've never read that either. Fucking Shakespeare shit. I don't know if you have. Never.
No.
But it's a tragic love story, right? Two people that basically are fucking in love but can't be together type shit becomes tragic. Somebody dies. They both died in whatever version. This is another movie where it takes influence from that story, but also does a pretty good job of telling the story about the bride. It's a horror movie, bro. There's killing. There's some pretty gruesome fucking deaths in this.
Cool.
People's heads are getting stomped in and shit like that. So it was enjoyable. I liked it. Definitely worth the watch. Nice couples movie. You know, this is why I probably wouldn't want to go see it by myself, but I would, maybe. I don't know. But
you sound European, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Have gruesome heads getting smashed in. But it's a nice family movie.
Yeah, take the whole family, bring all the kids. But why we're talking about it, Adrian, is the motherfucking scores on Rotten Tomatoes. So the critics score right now, the tomato meter, as they call it, this is based on 223 reviews.
There we go.
There you go. And the score that the critics gave this movie so far is 59%. Before someone goes, do you even know how they... Yes, bitch, I know how they create the scores. There's sourcers, not sorcerers. They source the reviews, they gather them, and this percentage is dictated by what percentage of the reviews are positive, okay? So if I snatch up 100 fucking reviews and 59 of them were positive, it's a 59%. There you go. I explained it to my daughter who's 14, and she was like, that's a stupid way to come up with a score. Like, yeah, you think? Anyways, the audience score, the popcorn meter, these are not people that are critics that are sitting back, my whole thing I went through. These are not those motherfuckers. These are people like me.
Okay.
We pay, we go see the movie, we have a ticket, we can prove it. I'm not going to start fucking reviewing these movies on Rotten Tomatoes. You go online, you show proof that you saw it, and then you're allowed to give this movie a rating. Those motherfuckers, this is over 500 plus verified ratings, 73%. So, Adrian, I normally ask you this, but you're asking me today. What score would I go with? Would I go with the 59, the critics, or the 73%, the audience? I'd go with the audience. I think that's pretty close. I'd probably give this movie a 7.5.
Okay.
Yep. So, The Bride, Jesse Buckley, Christian Bale, written, directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal's in this movie too. He has a small role, pretty entertaining. I enjoyed it. It's definitely worth a watch. I think that should kind of be the rating is it worth a watch or not?
Sure.
Right? Because everything's not going to be a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, but it also depends on, that's why you got the 59% with the Rotten Tomatoes.
Right.
Is it worth the watch? I mean, if you listen to these fuckers,
exactly.
No, it's not, right? Was Jake showing his abs and shit?
No. No, not in this one. Nope. He played a movie star in this one that Frank was fascinated with.
Got it.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. But yes, so how I'm going to rate these movies is it worth the watch or not? Yes, the fuck it is. Go check this motherfucker out. Anyways, that is What the Fuck Rotten Tomatoes. Guys, subscribe if you're, what the fuck are you waiting for? That's the next, why are you not subscribed? You know, if you're watching us, fucking subscribe, hit the bell, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell somebody, shit.
Put that sign up in front of your Ring camera.
Yes, yeah.
No, matter of fact, don't do that because they'll never find you.
Yeah, you got some stuff on that for today or for tomorrow and other stuff?
I kind of, but it's part of a package.
Oh, okay. You got a fucking package for us. Damn. Shit, we're sharing our packages.
Yeah, we're sharing our packages. All the shit that, forget all the brain implants. You're inviting the government in and you're paying for it.
Damn. Yeah, ain't that some shit too? You're buying these devices. It's a whole fucking
another thing.
Well, what we're going to get into right now, I'm going to get some fucking queued up for everyone. I got some pictures. I was working with some AI. We're not ready for that. We're going to keep that on deck.
Okay.
This is our new segment, Adrian. I think this is like a cousin to Hidden Gems, okay? Not a cousin fucker, because that's weird. No, this is like a distant cousin to Hidden Gem. Would you have a Hidden Gem later?
Yes.
Right now we have who the fuck is Daredevil?
Okay.
Could people like, why are you doing Daredevil? We know Daredevil. He's blind. He wears red. Oh my God. But do you really know Daredevil? Now, and I think one of the most intriguing things about him is how his power works, right? Because he's not just blind. He's got some insane enhanced senses, which we're going to get into. But let's talk about Daredevil. Our first 2 weeks on Who the Fuck Is, we had Odin, a literal god. We had Jean Grey last week, damn near a goddess, right? I mean, Omega level mutant, Phoenix, Dark Phoenix, the whole deal. Daredevil is just a dude from Hell's Kitchen. He's a human. He bleeds. His bones get broken. He gets fucked up sometimes. He's a Catholic. He carries that Catholic guilt. But he is also one of the most dangerous men in the Marvel Universe.
Sure.
Right? And would you agree with that?
Yeah.
From a hand-to-hand combat status or standpoint, dude, he's up there.
Yeah.
And he's just a dude. You know, he's a dude being a blind dude by another dude. How did this happen to him, Adrian? How did he go blind? Well, funny thing is he was actually helping a blind man. Young Matt, little kid, blind man's walking out and fucking speeding traffic, right? Because he's blind. Can't see the shit coming. And he pushes him out of the way, pushes the blind man out of the way, and a canister of radioactive isotopes, goo, ooze, whatever you want to fucking call it, jizz, radioactive jizz, fucking skeets all over his face. Fucking bad day, right?
Wait a minute. So if he successfully pushed the blind man out of the way, how did the canister end up explode? Well, jizzing in his face then?
Apparently, he didn't get out of the fucking way.
So the truck swerved.
Yes.
Which means the canister came flying off, probably hit the ground.
Flying off, splat. Skeet. Oh, skeet, motherfucker. Remember that Lil Jon song? Just like that. That was probably playing in the background, possibly. Now, here's the funny thing. That same ooze, Adrian, depending on what comic lore you subscribe to, is the same ooze that created the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Because this was kind of a spoof on Daredevil, right? So, you got jizz going here, jizz going there. Now, they didn't leave the Ninja Turtles blind. It just made the turtles turn into these giant turtles that kick everybody's ass, and they like pizza.
Sure.
So, I mean, you got who got the shit end of the stick, dude? Kind of Daredevil, maybe? I don't know.
Isn't that like a metaphor? It's like, random, jizz and you create these fucking abnormal kids and shit. It's like,
Oh, it's a metaphor for what really goes on.
Right.
So if the kid's fucked up, you're like, oh, your dad had some radioactive shit, huh? Your dad was special. He was He was in
Can't
that.
say that, Mike.
Yeah, you can't say that. He was in that one class, like, where they didn't leave the class. They just stayed in that class. Like, you know,
Right.
like,
all day.
all day. You know, middle school comes, bro. You got like 4 or 5 different teachers, right? You got a math teacher, a social studies, and these motherfuckers had one teacher. They didn't have subjects. They didn't have tests. They just kept them in that class so they didn't fucking interact with us. Holy shit. I mean, these are some of the worst behaved kids. And I'm not talking about like mentally disabled. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the fucking behavioral kids, the ones that you couldn't trust them in class.
Right.
They had their own little island in the school. Anyways, so what happened? This radiation burns out his eyes, leaves him blind, but because it's this radioactive fucking jizz juice, his remaining 4 senses were dialed up 1,000,000 times. So imagine, Adrian, you ever had a migraine?
Yeah.
Imagine having the worst migraine of your life, okay? Lights are blinding. Any fucking sound feels like, you know, a fucking hammer hitting your brain. Every smell makes you nauseous, right? But imagine that's your baseline. And you can't see. And you could hear every motherfucking heartbeat, every rat in the wall. He lives in New York. All the sirens going on. So as a kid, this is what's happening to him.
Right.
Immediately after getting his sight fucking burnt out. Sounds like a shitty fucking day, dude.
Right.
So how did he become this badass Daredevil, this superhero? Well, he met this fella named Stick. Stick was a blind master of some martial arts.
Well, is that the correct term? He met this guy named Stick? I mean, you would assume how the fuck he's going to meet. That means he sought out.
Okay. Well, Stick sought him out.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, that's true. Stick found this motherfucker. He didn't coddle him though, dude. He literally beat his ass. Like, I mean,
Right.
you talking about some tough love, dude. I mean, he was using him, right? I mean, he was turning him into this ninja, this soldier for him and his cause. Or almost on, like, kind of reminds me of little Raja Ghoulish a little bit, you know, minus the fucking powers and shit.
I think Raj Al Ghul is a little different because that's their cult, that's their lifestyle, that's their thing.
Okay.
It's like not a gladiator. It's like a Chinese warrior teaching a warrior how to do some shit, or Green Beret teaches a Green Beret how to do so. That was their culture.
Yeah.
So I think that's a little different.
Okay. He's still a motherfucker, you know.
Yeah. Well, there's that.
But he brought him in and he really taught him how to filter out that noise, taught him how to use this. You know, it went from being a disability to an ability, right? He helped him kind of figure that piece out.
Right.
Now, Daredevil, he ain't Batman. He's not a master of like hundreds of different, you know, forms of martial art, but he's got a fucking handful that he is a master of.
So that what you just said, think about this. If Daredevil is as bad as he is with a handful of things and a pair of nunchucks,
right?
Imagine the fucking destruction that Batman can do. I'm just saying.
Bro, we were talking about like, what if certain superheroes were actually villains? Like if Spider-Man was a villain, bro, Marvel would have some fucking issues.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like if he was unleashed, like people always talk about Superman. Superman was a villain. Sure, absolutely. Sure. But if Spider-Man went fucking, you know, went rogue, y'all motherfuckers better back it the fuck up.
Right.
Batman, imagine Batman being a true villain. You think Lex Luthor is bad. I mean, it's like a Lex Luthor that could actually fight. Right. And not actually fight, could actually beat most motherfuckers. Right. And is smarter than just about everybody in this universe.
I mean, even enhanced ones.
Yes. Yeah. So anyways, that's not Daredevil. But he's got a handful of different fighting styles. Now, he's a boxer, his dad, battling Jack Murdock, right? He definitely learned some footwork, stamina, and the ability to get hit and keep standing from his dad. Right. Then he's got the ninjutsu that he learned from Stick. This is the stealth, sensory deprivation combat, using the environment. This is why Daredevil pretty much moves like a ghost, right? He can go undetected. He can fucking live in the shadows. Like that stuff he learned from Stick.
Now, I think this is an important distinction because Daredevil really is kind of like a Batman, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, very similar.
So, but I think they use darkness differently. Daredevil uses it to hide and move through, right? Yeah. To mask, because he doesn't need the light. Batman uses it, you know, to hide and move through, but he also uses it as like an appendage,
Yep.
like his arm. He uses it as a source of fear.
Okay.
So I think I think people need to understand that difference.
Yeah, absolutely. He also is a master of judo and aikido. I probably fucked
Aikido.
Aikido.
Mm.
I know how to say. Of course, I know how to say it. Duh. Um, he now for a normal human, he can't go punch for punch with like superpowered villains.
Sure.
But he uses the judo throws and the aikido to redirect their momentum. So he can use that. So like, dude, if you got fucking Venom running full force at him, that's probably a bad example. You got Kraven the Hunter fucking running full force. He ain't gonna go punch for punch with Kraven.
Right.
But he can use one of these fucking throws and use his own weight as momentum and fucking toss him into a window or some shit.
Right. I think those two disciplines are designed to fact check. Use their power and strength against.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yep. Use their momentum against them. He also is a master of Muay Thai and Savate. It's like a French kickboxing.
I think the second Captain America when he's fighting what's his face on the ship when they go to free the hostages.
Yep.
And you know he faces him and he's like, I thought you were more of a man or some bullshit. And he's like flipping around and all that kind of bullshit.
Yep.
That's Savat.
Okay.
You use a lot of leg work.
Got it. Also known as French kickboxing.
Right.
Probably learned from fucking Electra. You never know. But I mean, he also, when he needs to strike, he'll use brutal elbows and knees from Muay Thai, combined with the precision and agility of the Savat for his kicks. So he's mixing all of these styles.
Right.
And then I'm gonna it's
Well, let's see how we say that.
let's see, Donald. Capoeira? Capoeira? I don't know. It's an acrobatic, fluid, dance-like movements that makes them impossible to target or predict. This is the shit you see in the comics where you see him bouncing around in the shadow. I mean, Batman also, right?
Yeah.
Very fucking agile. So he can move like an acrobat. He can hide in the shadows like a ninja. He can box if he fucking needs to. He can take a motherfucker hit. We've seen him get his ass whooped, right? And keep going. He knows how to use your weight and your momentum against you. I mean, he's an amazingly well-rounded fighter.
Right.
All these, and I think every one of these forms of martial arts that he's a master in kind of complement each other, right? It's kind of, and you know, you talk about, I'm sure maybe there's a few more, but this is what, 5, and Batman has what, over 100 and change. Like, so you think about how insane Batman is versus most of these human characters. Batman couldn't exist in real life.
No.
He's so peaked that he's basically superhuman. Now, Daredevil, minus the sight, the way he can see, somebody could be a master of 5 martial arts. Like, it'd take a long time.
Right.
But that's not like 130 of them. All right. How does he see? I'm going to explain it. And then I have some amazing graphics that I drew on a napkin yesterday when I was at Longhorn. Or I used I used Gemini to replace my artist. I didn't have an artist, so I didn't replace anybody's job, Adrian. I just fucking used it my goddamn self to create an amazing visual for you all, you know?
There you go.
So, but let me explain it first. It's think of a wireframe, okay? So we see everything, right? We see, well, most of us do. We see in 3 dimensions. His radar sense,
but do you?
You know, maybe not, dude. When we get unplugged from the Matrix, we'll fucking find out what we see. There's only one dimension. Anyways, his radar sense, his brain creates a perfect 3D, 360-degree map of his surroundings based on the atmospheric pressure and sound waves bouncing off of objects, okay? He don't see color, so he can't read like a computer screen or shit like that. But he can actually see through solid concrete walls. He knows exactly where every fire escape, dumpster. He can find a sniper within a 3-block radius. So it's almost like a sonar type of ability.
Sure.
But the wireframe, he also well, actually, let me pull up this motherfucking image here. This shit's pretty cool. Bam, there it is. So. This is the AI's understanding of how Daredevil would see something. So you see the wireframes of all the walls and shit, right? The cars, traffic coming. These kind of looks like smoke here. Those are actually, I guess, sounds. He can see sounds. Believe it or not, a sound has a shape to it, right?
Sure.
Like if I'm screaming this way and you're behind me, you may not hear me because my fucking sound's going that way. So he can see all of that shit. This red stuff you see in the middle here is an example of how he would, if he's focused on an individual, how he would pick up your heart rate and things like that, right?
Pinpoint.
Absolutely. And you can even see like the heat kind of signatures on some of these people here a little bit, or even like the lights and shit. So he can, to say he's blind, he can kind of see just in a different way. He sees things in a different way.
Sure.
Right. So, that's that image. There's also, I had a couple more created. But let's talk about that target, like you talked about.
Hold on. I don't agree with that.
What?
That picture.
Okay.
I think it's too broad strokish. I think so. We talk about Magneto.
Yeah.
With the magnetic spectrum. We talk about Storm with the Gaia Earth connection. We talk about Iceman, right? So I think Daredevil's senses are tighter than that. Like, so for example, you ever see the movies where you shoot a bullet through the water?
Yeah.
And it creates that like funnel,
Mhm.
right? I think his senses are at that level. I think he literally can see shapes down to probably not necessarily the atomic level, but maybe, at some fine grain where he can, because he has to be able to tell the directions of things. So as they are moving through, but he's also trained to where, so you see a sound wave, and the sound wave is like a fart, right?
Yeah.
People think fart is just air. Well, it's not air. It's atomized particles, which is why when you take a shit in your house, you gotta keep the door closed because if you don't, that shit's gonna waft out and the shit is gonna stick on your dishes, and your toothbrush, and all the other kind of bullshit, right? So I think that he sees at such a fine level that he can see the direction of everything that's moving in the environment, because everything that moves in the environment, except the air itself, right, is going to create some kind of distortion, is what I want to say. So everything creates a distortion, and he's trained himself through stick and through his own stuff, to where he can separate these things. Because you can imagine you got a heat plume, somebody's talking, and somebody's shooting a gun at the same time, right? So those are all three different distortions, and he has to be able to pick those out.
Yeah. So you're saying it's more in depth than that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. Yeah.
I probably should have just said that and shut the fuck up.
That's all right. So you're saying it's even more impressive than
Yes.
this? Yes. Okay. Well, some of our viewers, Adrian, are a little, we gotta, not the interns, not the air, but you know which ones I'm talking about, bro. I gotta break it down for them like it's fucking first grade. But anyways.
Damn, he didn't give you the third grade.
No, not even third grade, dude. Not even. Now, I also have an image of what it would look like with an enemy attacking him, right? So we're going to look at that in a second. But Matt, the amount of shit that he can interpret, you say see, well, it's not his eyes, but he's seeing this shit in his brain, right? And I do agree with that. There's probably way more in depth than this. This is just kind of a broad stroke of, hey, here's how he would see this wall. He wouldn't fucking see it like, he don't know it's a blue wall, but he fucking knows how thick it is. He knows what's on the other side of it. He can see the whole wire frame 360 degree with this fucking sonar ability, pretty much.
Well, everybody associates seeing with your eyes. Your eyes don't see shit. Your eyes only focus electrical impulses into your brain. Your brain is the one that sees. Because if you fuck with that part of the brain that interprets visual cues, you wouldn't see shit. His eyes don't work for him, right? So he has something else that he uses that activates that same visual cue area. So he definitely sees.
Well, this is boom. We got this fella here attacking him. So he is seeing this fucking heat here from his eyes and shit. He can see the attack coming. He can pick up on this fella's heart rate and whatnot. So this is how he can duck and dodge punches and shit. Like
Sure.
he knows where they're fucking coming from. He also, what you're not seeing here is a lot of seeing going on. Break down to Adrian's point. I think this kind of backs up your point. What you're not picking up from this drawing, fucking Gemini, do a better job next time. The heartbeat, that little scale you're seeing there, he can pick that up. He can also pick up the body heat of everybody around him, right? So he can use that as a lie detector. He can tell if your heartbeat is quiet when you're telling the truth. He can tell when you're terrified. He can tell when you're about to throw a punch. Their heart rate spikes. Your temperature changes. They'll literally glow red in his mind. So he could see, I'm about to do this, and he can pick up on my fucking arm glowing because of the heat rising in that area and know where it's coming.
He can probably hear your muscles
contracting and tearing.
and that kind of bullshit.
Yep.
To know not only that you're about to do something, but where it's going to come from.
Correct.
Because if your muscle, you tighten up the muscles to make a fist, right? He hears that. Or, your shoulder and that whole thing. So.
Yep. Absolutely. The other thing is, let's say me and you are out there trying to fight crime, dude, and it's fucking raining like a motherfucker. It's probably going to fuck shit up for us, right? Harder to see shit. Oh my God, it's all wet. This actually fucking helps him.
Sure.
So I got this image here.
Well, besides the fact that he has to filter out the rain and all the noise the rain is making itself.
Yes. But what it does is, bam, it adds a lot more detail to everything around him. It literally fills in. And I don't think this picture doesn't do it justice, but just think about, you now have the rain, the sound of the rain bouncing off of everything constantly. Dude, it literally like enhances his thing. It's like going from fucking 480 to 4K for him.
Right. Because the sound is like, so there's active and passive sonar, which is what they kind of attribute his skills to.
Yep.
Passive sonar is just, I'm listening. So submarines, they just listen. But when they actually want to find something, they put out this ping, bong, kill all the fucking whales and fish and everything in front of it, all the mermaids.
Yep.
And then, so it sends out a signal, and then it listens for the echo back.
Yeah.
Well, with all this rain and stuff, the rain is the active, right? The rain is helping him define, but what it's also doing is you got the thermals up.
Yeah.
So in a normal environment, pretty much everything is the same temperature, right? The walls, the walkway, the this, the that. I mean, you got variances because you got pipes running underneath the wall, electric, blah, blah. Well, the rain is going to cool down most everything. But then your body is going to stay a core temperature, 98.6.
Yeah.
So now it actually makes you stand
more.
out even more.
Which is why you can see he's at a distance here and look at the heat signatures around these. We didn't see that in the other one.
Right.
Because, yes, this is now, I mean, you're even seeing some shit from these rooftops up here that you didn't see before. And look at all these little splatter, the rain splattering off everything. That's what we're talking about, where it just brings more detail to everything that's out there. So, dude, if it's raining, you don't want to fuck with Daredevil. You don't want to fuck with Daredevil anyways.
Right.
But definitely not when it's motherfucking raining out.
But two things. Also, it makes you understand, but before you get away from that, I don't agree with the reflection, because your heat signature doesn't have a fucking reflection on the ground.
Right.
But anyway, it also, like Batman, it talks to his level of training, because you have to decipher literally every raindrop, because what if the raindrop is a projectile going through space? Not just, patter over. And then, raindrops have different sounds on different things.
Right.
It's concrete, it's muffled. You hit wood, it's like a talk. You hit, ever been in a house with a tin roof on it? That shit sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Right. So you also have to decipher all these different levels of environment, plus all your enemies attacking you and shit.
Yes.
So, I mean, you got to give him more props than, what we've been giving him, which is the point of this segment in the first.
Absolutely. There you go, Adrian. Way to bring it home. Who the fuck is Daredevil? That's who the fuck that motherfucker is. Every single drop of water hitting the surface creates a micro sound wave. So again, kind of reiterate, it paints a hyper detailed, shimmering portrait of the world, which is why it gives them the ultimate fucking advantage. So his five senses. Now the hearing. Let's kind of talk about, I guess, the extremes, the absurd extremes that these senses, can reach now after this radioactive jizz in the eye. Don't go trying that at home, by the way. I don't know. There's no one's jizz is going to help you fucking see like Daredevil. You know?
Yeah. And don't throw no fabuloso up in the air and walk up on the
Fabuloso.
shit. Think you're gonna have some fucking super senses out there.
They told me I could do it. They told me it would work. No, we didn't. We said not to, actually. So the hearing, he can hear heartbeats from blocks away. You ever have like a mechanic that can diagnose a car by listening, like, that's a transmission going. I hear it's still fucking rattle. Like I had a guy who used to do that. He was my neighbor, dude. He was a great mechanic. Unfortunately, he was a fucking raging alcoholic, and he died. Probably 5-10 years ago. Great guy, just caught up. He's drunk,
You know, most people that can do those kind of extraordinary things, they don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
They accept the burden of the gift, but they don't develop the gift.
Right.
They don't talk about the gift, and it leads to things like that.
Dude, this guy was one of the best mechanics, from diagnosing things and fixing. He used to work out of his fucking driveway because because of his addictions, couldn't keep a job in a shop. But dude, he'll listen to your car and be like, "Oh, it's this. Yep, it's probably this sensor here. Go get one. I'll swap it out." And if that's like phenomenal mechanic. But so that just like that mechanic can listen to a certain rattle in your engine block and go, motor's gone. Fucking, it's low on oil. Tranny's got an issue. Matt can hear. So this is what you're talking about throwing a punch. The ligaments in your shoulder tighten before you throw a punch.
Right.
Because believe it or not, punch is not instantaneous, right? Your body's doing a lot of shit before that happens. He can hear that shit. The touch. So he can read a normal newspaper by feeling the microscopic indentation that the ink makes on the page. That's how insane his sense of touch is. We've seen all these, movies and shows where people are breaking into a safe and they can, they're turning the fucking thing. They can feel the microscopic click. I mean, it's like that times 100, right?
Right. Which is why he can,
don't
know who's on a painting.
Don't do
and
it
shit by the touch,
Trying to get me riled up, Adrian.
Hey, I mean, you just explained it, right?
Yeah. He can read ink, but
there you go.
This fucking goo. Oh, it's my girlfriend. Oh my God. He can feel the temperature of a room drop when someone opens a door 3 floors down. So you're talking about all this fucking different temperatures. He can sense that shit from fucking floors away. Smell. This one, living in Hell's Kitchen, living in New York, might not be the best,
Right.
He's like a bloodhound, pretty much. He can track.
Good training ground, though.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you can fucking decipher that shit.
Shit. But like, listen to this shit. He can track a target across Manhattan by the scent of their cologne or laundry detergent, even days later.
Damn.
Yes. I mean, it's like a canine police dog. Take their senses, but then give them to a guy who's pretty, which I don't know if I'd call him genius level.
No, he's definitely not.
But he's definitely higher intellect. He's up there. He's a smart fella, as they say.
I mean, he's a lawyer.
Yeah.
But then you also have to train to fucking decipher all of this bombardment of stuff coming at you.
So he's highly intelligent,
Yeah.
right? Just everyone wants to call everyone a fucking genius in the comics. Like, come on. But he is up there, dude. He is up there. Now the taste. So he is like, these motherfuckers that can, taste wine and be like, the grapes are these are the 2015 grapes from the Napa Valley, and the guy scratched his nuts before he, picked them. I can taste a little bit of nut sweat in there, and
the cologne people,
exactly,
the cheese people.
Yep. Oh my God, fucking what was the guy on Arsenio Hall? It's like, what? It was on the Dave Chappelle show. Why'd you tell me the fucking cheese was this good? Remember that one? The fucking cheese. Why'd you fucking tell me the cheese was this good? Like that type shit.
Yeah.
This motherfucker Matt can taste a pretzel, okay, and tell you exactly how many grains of salt were on it.
Damn.
He can instantly detect an odorless poison in his drink. So, dude, I mean, insane, dude, right? Top fucking notch. So Who the fuck is Daredevil? That's who the fuck Daredevil is. He's a guy who had some fucking radioactive jizz on his eye as a kid. His senses went through the roof, and now he's dealing with these fucking senses on overload. I mean, that doesn't go away, by the way.
No.
He just learned how to manage it,
Sure.
I guess. Dude, he's taken on the Avengers just by listening to the rhythm of their attacks. Like, he's done some pretty impressive shit, you know? And he's the man without fear, as they call him. So pretty badass fella, but real, you know, I'm a Batman glazer, right? And not to knock down my boy Daredevil, but this is a debate that comes up a lot online. You know, Batman, Daredevil, who would win? Before I even go through any of this, Adrian, who would win?
Batman.
Batman, right? All day, every day.
All day, every day.
Meet
up, no meet up.
Yep.
Prep, no prep. You especially fucked if there's
prep.
If
it's prep, dude, it just fuck, please.
Yeah.
Another thing about Daredevil, Gemini and I fucked up because this was in our chat, but it wasn't. We're gonna have a fucking talk. But anyways, he can, to your point of those drawings being a little broad stroke, he can see the blood vessels in your body. He can sense your nerves. So when he hits you, he doesn't just hit you. Like,
right.
Any of y'all been in a fight, you're not, I mean, unless you're trained, you're usually just fucking swinging for whatever, right? Like, I used to box. I know where to hit him in the fucking body, in the head, and shit like that. But he, on a whole nother level, he knows what parts of your body to hit you to hurt you. Like, if I hit him fucking right here, I can hit this nerve. And if I catch him over here, I'll hit this one fucking nerve that will actually paralyze their leg for a second. Like, he can see that shit. So his shots are way more targeted than most fucking fighters.
So there's, and I do not know what the name of this training is, but it's like a martial arts style that focuses on that shit. It's pressure points.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's like acupuncture, but there's a martial arts style that focuses on pressure points. Now, that comes with training and knowing where the pressure points are.
Correct.
He can actually see the shit
exactly
and then go after it.
Yep.
But after he's also been trained on what this shit, these pressure points. So he has the martial arts skill to deliver, but then the ability to actually see the shit that he's actually hitting and affecting.
So instead of like, oh, I know that this nerve is around here. Everybody's body's a little different, bigger, smaller, whatever. He's like, I know it's around there. Oh, I can see that motherfucker.
Right. Precision.
Yep.
Right. Versus proximity.
Absolutely. So he a lot more I guess calculated, a lot more targeted, a lot more intentional with his strikes, right? Now, here's the thing. The primary advantage between the two, because they both have advantages. Sure. I mean, Matt's superhuman senses and reflexes are definitely an advantage. Batman's got crazy amount of resources, right? Just the shit he's got in his fucking belt alone. And he is a tactical genius. Batman is a genius.
Right.
Daredevil, not so much. Batman, genius. Fucking Matt, C student. Anyways, the fighting style, we talked about this. Matt's got a great fucking, conglomeration of fighting styles. Very fluid. He fights like an acrobat. He can also take a punch. I mean, he can stand there and fucking go blow for blow. Batman is an expert in over 127 different forms of martial arts. This is not like I know some shit. He's not like the maintenance guy at your apartment building that's a jack of all trades, right? I can fix your sink, I can paint the wall, but he ain't an expert in shit.
Right.
Batman is a motherfucking expert in all 127 plus. He's even created some of his own fighting styles.
Well, you have to, because if you are moving from one martial art style to the next, not only because you might be fighting someone that can mimic your shit, but you might be fighting the entire Justice League.
Yeah.
You have to mix that shit up. And the mixing of that shit is a different style of fighting.
Right. Like, so literally all of the ones we talked about Matt being an expert in, Batman's also an expert in.
Right.
So what does that mean? Well, when Matt's using those, Batman probably knows how to counter, right? Like if we're both experts in boxing, we're going to know how to counter each other. We're going to be getting in a fucking chess match here, right?
Because part of being an expert in something is recognizing the craft when you see it.
Yep.
Right?
Better recognize, bitch. Their armor. So Daredevil wears some armor. He's got some lightweight Kevlar. And that's pretty much it.
Right.
And he's got the Billy Club, you know. Batman's got military-grade titanium Kevlar in his utility belt. People forget, like, because of the way he's drawn sometimes, you think he's just wearing gray tights like Adam West. Batman's got a fucking military outfit on, like, armor. You shoot at him, it don't fucking matter, dude. Fucking put his arm up, keep coming. Like, he is armed and protected. And then all the shit in his utility belt, I mean, fucking insane.
Shoot him in the mouth.
Shoot him in the mouth. Yeah, true. They never do that. Daredevil's biggest vulnerability is that sensory overload, dude. We've seen fucking ring a bell, dude. It's a wrap, right? Have a fire alarm go off. He's fucked.
Wrap a cocaine ball around a firecracker, throw it in the air. He's fucked.
Batman's really only vulnerability, especially in a fight against another human, is just his moral limitations.
Right.
Like, he's not gonna kill Daredevil.
I mean, he doesn't need to either.
Break his fucking legs.
But he break his leg, crack some ribs, concussion, fucking put you in a coma. That's not killing,
right?
But it's cool.
Now let's assume there's no prep. So Batman initially has no idea Daredevil's blind and whatever, right? He tries to do his stealth shit's not gonna work. Daredevil be like, I see you, you're behind the chair, you know? Right. Like, you're right there, fuck you doing? He can throw these little smoke pellets, ain't gonna do shit. Hide in the rafters, hey, get down here, bitch. Why are you wearing a cape, you know? So once that part's done, he can, in a pure hand-to-hand combat, Batman's bigger. I know we get kind of messed up with these, you got Michael Keaton, the midget Batman, and shit like that, but bro, Batman's a big-ass motherfucker, dude. He's like 6'5", fucking 250, 260. Solid, too. And moves like an acrobat.
Correct.
Looks like Brock Lesnar, but moves like a fucking acrobat. I mean, come on. He hits harder than Daredevil. There's no doubt about that. He knows more martial arts. His suit can take more punishment. Matt may have better reflexes. He can hear the micro tears in Bruce's muscles before he even throws a punch. Okay? So Matt could be reacting before Batman strikes. But the thing is with the armor Batman's wearing and how bigger and stronger he is, all it takes is a couple solid hits. Daredevil doesn't have any, superhuman durability. He's a dude. Batman break his motherfucking jaw with one fucking hit.
I mean, Bruce I think is stronger. Batman's stronger, but I still think blow for blow, they could fuck each other up.
Yeah.
I think at a distance, probably Matt has like a few seconds on Batman with being able to throw his nunchucks. But the thing about it is that Daredevil, even though he's gotten better with that, he's not what's the cat target? Bullseye. He's not Bullseye.
Yeah.
He can't be bouncing shit from all over. And that's only going to work for a couple of times.
Correct.
With Bruce, right? Besides, he's got the arm and all that kind of shit.
Yep.
I think if they're touching, if it's close combat, under no circumstance does Matt walk away without getting his ass beat.
And also, Batman's going to learn, the longer the fight goes on, the worse it's going to be for Daredevil.
Right.
I mean, how long before Bruce realizes that he's blind? And then he's going to realize that, he's a genius too. So people are like, who wouldn't figure that out? Bro, you wouldn't figure it out. Fucking Batman would.
Right.
He's going to realize he's blind. He's using his hearing. Oh, I got something for you. This fucking supersonic fucking explosive or this batarang that sends out these sonic waves. It's a wrap.
Yep.
It's going, doing all that shit. Oh my God. And he fucking breaks his jaw, snaps his arm, breaks his leg, fucking takes his baton, shoves it up his ass, and leaves.
Yeah, there's
Bam.
all of that.
All that. Just like that. So, yeah, dude, I'm a Daredevil guy. He was our who the fuck is segment today. But he ain't, who he ain't? He ain't Batman.
Right.
He ain't fucking Bruce Wayne. So I do. I think that, random, unexpected alleyway encounter, does Daredevil stand more of a chance? Sure. I still think Batman wins probably 7 out of 10 times that. And if it lasts more than 5 minutes, it's 10 out of 10.
I don't even believe in the majority of at any point between Daredevil and Batman.
You think it's all Batman?
I don't. I don't think it's all Batman, but maybe I would say 8 or 9 out of 10.
Okay, you think it's even worse
with a unprepared encounter?
Yes,
it's 10 to 10 with a prepared encounter.
Absolutely, it'd be Doomsday for fucking Daredevil. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
That's a good segue because we're on our road to Doomsday. See
There
that,
you go.
Adrian? It's like we're fucking professionals here. AI ain't replacing me. Not here anyway. Maybe other places. Who the fuck knows?
Not yet.
Not yet, yeah. This is the AI version. That'd be some kind of disclaimer and shit. This podcast brought to you by Gemini. All right, Road to Doomsday, Captain America, Winter Soldier. So here we are. We're on week 11 right now, Adrian. The MCU is about to fucking change. We're getting into Captain America, the Winter Soldier, the movie everybody overglazes, but that's okay. So who's Cap? Cap in the MCU, back week 1, he was this scrawny kid from Brooklyn. He took the super soldier serum. He fought Red Skull, crashed the plane into the ice, gave up his life. He saved New York. He woke up 70 fucking years later. Didn't recognize the world. Oh my God, where am I? Then he joins the Avengers. Nick Fury throws him right out in the battlefield. He went from fighting this guy with a red skull to now fighting, aliens that are falling out of the sky with Tony. So he's fighting with this billionaire in his suit, the fucking Norse god Thor, this big old green rage monster, and the guy with a fucking bow and arrow and Black Widow. Quite the contrast to when he left or when he went into the ice, as they say.
What is a little different? The Avengers are a little different than the Howling Commandos.
Yeah, a little bit. So where are we at now? 2 years later, Steve's living in DC. He's working full time as a Black Ops agent for SHIELD. He's trying to learn how to, I guess, live in this, 21st century now. I mean, there's some cool, I like when he's keeping his little notepad and writing down albums and shit. When he first meets Sam Wilson, he's telling me, Marvin Gaye's album, this, that, and he's adding it to the list. So he's just kind of a man out of time. And he is, in this movie, you start to see the cracks in SHIELD, right? You start to see that SHIELD... And Cap starts to realize that maybe they're not the fucking good guys, dude.
Right.
Maybe these guys I'm working for are just as dangerous as the people I was fighting in the first movie. That's what he's thinking. And I think Cap is starting to learn that everything's not black and white, dude. It's a lot of gray. Everything's kind of commingled here. So the movie, it starts with Steve running laps around the National Mall. Sam Wilson's there. He does not know Sam yet, but they kind of bond, right? He's running around them, and he's kind of, fucking with him. On your 6, and he just keeps passing him. I like when Natasha pulls up to scoop him up, and she's like, I'm here to pick up a dinosaur or an antique or some shit. Right. And, he's ready to go to work, dude. There is... the scene in the beginning of the movie with what the fuck's called? The ship. I forget what it's called. But when they attack the ship, this is kind of where you start to see that, dude, what are these motherfuckers up to? Oh, the Lemurian Star, it's called. And Steve, Natasha, and this strike team. You got Rumlow in there. You got the guy who ends up becoming Crossbones or whatever. They're attacking this ship. Cap's down there wrecking, booting people off the ship. Like, how many people did he kill on this ship? Like, the no-kill rule he don't care about that shit at all.
At all.
No, booting motherfuckers into the Atlantic Ocean or wherever the fuck they were.
Remember, he was like gunning people in fucking World War II.
Oh, yeah,
or whatever,
he was fucking mowing them down. It don't matter, no.
No, but that's when he was fighting, I can't think of his name, with the kickboxing thing.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yep. And that is like kind of the boss fight at the beginning of this, right? But in this, they find out Cap does that, Natasha's here on a whole different mission.
Right.
She's out here stealing data on a fucking flash drive. I thought we were stopping this boat from these pirates, right? And you come to find out that there's so much deception in here. The pirates were actually hired to hijack this boat just so that SHIELD could hop on the radar and just so they can go retrieve the data. Sounds very U.S., government-esque. Let's plant these, They got this there. Well, how the fuck did it get there, dude? It's like, they sprinkle crack on you after they kill you, right?
All you got to do is say Venezuela dropped below, 2,000 feet and pointed 2 aircraft, their noses at a warship. Who the fuck knows?
Who knows? And then Nick Fury does something that you would think is kind of fucking stupid. He unveils the whole Project Insight to Steve, thinking like Steve would be down with this. This is that we got these 3 helicarriers We've learned how to target potential threats, and we're going to pop them up in the air, Adrian, and just kill millions of people to prevent threats in the future.
Including Tony Stark.
Including Tony Stark. Now, so this is, when people glaze the shit out of this movie, I like this movie a lot, but I think that's stupid.
But you got to understand the people, if you look at all these older movies and they had these public executions and the kids would come along. And then when the worst of the worst migrated across in some dinghies to America and how they treated the indigenous and the slaves, they love that kind of shit.
Yes.
That's why they're glazing the movie. Because the fucking sheer violence and the thought of just mass murder, that's an enjoyment. I think.
Sure. I just think for me, that part of the plot sounds a little stupid. That Nick Fury would be down with that while he's putting together this team of superheroes to fucking take out aliens and shit.
Right.
But so, all right. So we've realized that there are aliens out there.
So we're not alone, but we're going to spend our time doing this bullshit.
We're going to wipe out any potential advocate, any potential help that we could get from the world right now. Anyone that's super powered, we're going to fucking take them out. But we got aliens dropping out of the sky.
Right.
Well, who the fuck's going to help us the next time Loki comes down here and brings his fucking army jackasses?
I mean, if they would have got rid of Stark, who would have pushed the bomb, I'm just saying, in the hole.
Yep. You stupid son of a bitch.
Language.
Anyways, so Fury also is not in like he thinks he's in, right? He's trying to get some data here, and it's like it's even encrypted to him. So he starts realizing, oh shit, something ain't fucking right here. But Cap is like, dude, I ain't down with that. He bounces, he leaves. And when Fury realizes that flash drive is encrypted, all of a sudden he's ambushed in the streets. It's a pretty cool scene when the fake cops fucking roll, and even the AI is like, there's no police in the area, and they're blasting the fuck out of his. I miss this Nick Fury.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, unfortunately, you can't make the guy not get old, right?
Right.
But you realize, like, dude, he was a badass, and Samuel L. Jackson owned that fucking role.
Yep.
I think it was one of the treats about this movie was him.
I liked how they conveniently disabled the flight capability of the SUV.
Oh yeah,
but that would have been cool.
Yes,
I mean, but the fact that they even brought that up,
right?
Speaks to the realism of what they were trying to do.
Now, I will say we've had this like Nick Fury didn't die a little too many times already, but he fucking fake died like twice in this movie. Okay, that's cool. We get to see the Winter Soldier for the first time at this point in the movie. And I will say they did a great job of introducing that character.
Sure.
I was not a big Cap guy, so I didn't even know the whole Bucky Winter Soldier story. So to me, this was like, who the fuck is this dude? But I think they did a great job of showing that how badass he was, being the assassin and whatnot, right? Steve also meets with Alexander Pierce, who's a top S.H.I.E.L.D. executive, who we learn is really the one kind of behind all this, right? And he refuses to hand over the drive. He's about to leave, and we get the iconic elevator fight scene. And the best, like, one of my favorite Cap lines, like this movie, one of the movies that really made me like Cap in the MCU was the whole before we get started, does anyone want to get out? Like, he knows what's coming.
Right.
And bro, Cap's down to fight. He don't give a fuck. Let's go. And that was a cool ass scene in the elevator. So he runs off, teams up with Black Widow, which I really like this movie. I really enjoyed it. Those two, I think they had great chemistry on screen. They go to the bunker. They find out that, Zola isn't really dead. He's in this fucking AI, AI, oh my God, it's taking over. Oh my God. And, you see, and I'm not going to go through scene by scene, but you get to, Falcon becomes Falcon in this. He teams up with Cap. They kind of really align each other. We see some pretty cool fights with Bucky and, or Winter Soldier and Cap. And you see how fucked up the treatment of Bucky, like what they did to this dude. Like where they're, when the guy's like, he's been out of cryo for so long and he's like, fuck it, wipe him. Just wipe him and redo it. Like he's just a machine to them, a brainwashed freaking killer. You got Maria Hill in here. You got, I mean, there's so many good elements of this movie. And this also was the Russos' first MCU movie. So one thing I will say, dude, is the Russos like to fuck shit up.
Right.
Not in a bad way. Like, think about, they took this movie, right? And this is a point where S.H.I.E.L.D., you got the Avengers, you got all this shit. And their movie literally reshapes the Marvel universe. Because once this movie is over, there's no more S.H.I.E.L.D. We learned Hydra was there the whole fucking time. And it got rid of that entity that was so tied to every movie before this. I mean, from the first Cap to Captain, I mean, S.H.I.E.L.D. started back, when Cap was originally here, before he went into the ice with, Tony's dad and that whole deal. So they really flipped that script. From a production standpoint, the budget for this movie was $170 million. The movie at the box office did $714 million worldwide. So, I mean, hell of a jump up from, the first Cat movie did $370. So it almost doubled that. And I think it really proved that, Steve Rogers is not just some, relic from the past. He could actually be a box office character. Like, he could be a fucking juggernaut. And this movie was not a traditional superhero movie. It was like a espionage thriller. Like, people talk about some of these movies from the 70s. I've never seen these, but like 3 Days of the Condor, which is, I guess, why they casted Robert Redford, who I think passed away recently. And then it ties up a lot from the first Avenger. You have the Bucky Barnes story, right? He falls off the train into the ice, but we then learn that he was already experimented on by Hydra. So when he fell, he survived. You got the whole Zola part of this, that, he was the actual scientist behind this. He dies, but he's been uploaded to the AI, which almost really fucks things up for them. And you got the whole Peggy Carter, dude, old Captain Carter. She's 90 years old. She fucking don't know what day it is. She's got dementia. Oh my God. And then the suit. So a big thing was, he had that stealth suit in the beginning, the kind of darker one, which I really like. That's a cool Cap suit. And then once he realized S.H.I.E.L.D.'s corrupt and they arrest him and take his suit, he goes to the Smithsonian and steals his original World War II uniform. And like now he's out bright, which I'm not a huge fan of that. So it looks kind of fucking cheesy on screen. And what is the setup for the future? I mean, you got the fall of S.H.I.E.L.D. You got, Steve and Natasha leak all of these documents, and then that payoff, this is really what it builds into Age of Ultron, because now S.H.I.E.L.D. is not there to protect everybody. So that's where Tony goes off on this paranoid fucking trip of, we have to use AI to protect us. And he ends up creating Ultron instead. He fucks that up, fucking 6 ways from Sunday. This movie introduces Sam Wilson's Falcon, which eventually becomes, Captain America, obviously. There's a Stephen Strange name drop. Remember when they're talking about the Project Insight and how he talks about all these potential threats? Stephen Strange is one that he names. And the payoff on that is, at that point, Strange didn't have magic yet. So it does prove that this algorithm does work, because it knows that he's going to become Stephen Strange. You got Rumlow in this. He ends up becoming Crossbone. He gets all burnt the fuck up and shit, blames it on Cap. And then we see that in Civil War when he, shows up as Crossbones, or a little fucking kind of generic version of Crossbones. And then in the credit scenes, we see the Hydra leader, Strucker. He's in the lab. He's holding Loki's scepter. And it pans to 2 cells with the twins, as they say. And you got Quicksilver running at super speed. And then, Wanda manipulating these blocks, and it's just showing that, they're introducing the Maximoff twins. And then that really ties right into the opening of Age of Ultron. So great movie. I really enjoyed rewatching it. I'm not going to glaze it as much as all of you, but I mean, it's like a top 5 movie for me. Yeah. It's up there. It's a fucking phenomenal movie. So that was Cap, Winter Soldier. Next week, what are we watching? We're going to the cosmos, Adrian. Guardians of the Galaxy. For all you James Gunn glazers, we're going to glaze Gunn's gun next week. Maybe not. But Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is the next movie in our timeline rewatch. And then we go right into Guardians 2, because those movies do take place back to motherfucking back. So that is our road to Doomsday. If you're on it with us, great. If you're not, Ask yourself, why the fuck not? Ask yourself that right now. And when you figure it out, come back, let me know, subscribe to the channel. And let's move on. We're going to get a little We Respond, Adrian. We're getting towards that part of the show. We got a hidden gem coming up in a little bit. Is the hidden gem going to be James Gunn or no?
Probably not.
Probably not. We don't know yet. Could be. You could change it right now. You never know.
But there's some white in it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Right.
All right.
You know what?
I feel comfortable, Adrian. All right. Let's get into some comments. Read a comment. Read my comment. OG Dirte says, what's up, Mike and Adrian? I got an interesting take on Sadie Sink's character and who she's supposed to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. I find it strange that they haven't officially said who she is, playing typical Disney. What if she's not playing Jean Grey and she's playing Typhoid Mary instead? And he says, because of this, I'm asking Adrian for a hidden gem or a deep dive on Typhoid Mary.
Already did it.
You did, right?
Yep.
I thought so. And also, I saw a rumor about Daredevil Born Again Season 2 said that Bullseye will be on Daredevil team. I said this months ago. Well, dude, if you did and you're right, I will give you a bell, you know? I thought we did see Bullseye in that trailer briefly, possibly. I mean, I could see him teaming up with Daredevil. I mean,
I don't remember seeing that.
No, I thought I saw him briefly, but who knows? Could have been someone else. And Tombstone might be working for Kingpin. That's a possibility. And lastly, did you see what the Lanterns writer said that pissed off DC fans? Yes, I did. That stupid motherfucker. McSkeeter says, AWOB, gentlemen, I'm sorry you had a shitty theater experience. Yeah. That's right. McSkeeter is a manager at a theater. He says, as a manager, the two types of movies we hate are kids and horror for the exact reason you guys talk about.
Damn.
Yeah, I didn't realize that horror movies were like jokes to kids to go fuck off in, you know?
Really? I didn't know that either.
Yep, fucking assholes. Winter Soldier.
Wait a minute. So the two genres are kids and horror.
Yep.
And kids go to the kids movie, fuck that up. Then they go to the horror movie. The same kids go, well, not the same kids, but then kids go to horror movies and fuck those up too.
Probably the same ones. I think you were right. Yeah. Yep. Fucking assholes.
Fucking kids, dude.
Yep.
Fuck them kids.
Yep. Then when you say you want to go outside and talk, they stop talking, you know?
All right,
so
there's that.
Probably shouldn't be threatening kids. But you know what? At this point, if your parents didn't beat you, maybe I should, you know? I don't know.
There's that.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just kidding, everyone. Winter Soldier is a great movie. But I'm excited for some Guardians of the Galaxy, which I believe is after Winter. Well, you're fucking right, McSkeeter. It is. And for a team I knew nothing about, I sure love their movie. That's a great point. Mm-hmm. I didn't know shit about the Guardians before those movies.
Nobody did.
Nope. And I do really enjoy that trilogy, you know.
Especially the Christmas thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And I say trilogy is also that Christmas one, dude. And he says that I second that Frank Castle gem, even though I want Sinister. Oh, because someone was asking for Frank Castle or Sinister. You know, Adrian's got a long list here. I love to hear all about the different Punishers, but but you guys have a great week and can't wait to the next podcast. Peace. Well, this is the next motherfucking podcast. Let's see. We got House of Cow Teat, Adrian. House of Cow Teat says, AWOB, fellas, appreciate the shout out. Mike, leave Adrian alone. If he enjoys cow teats, don't yuck his yum.
Damn.
My bad.
That sounds all kind of wrong.
Does. You know what, Adrian? I'm sorry for giving you any shit about liking cow teats, dude. You know what? You like whatever kind of fucking teats you like, and it has nothing to do with me, you know?
Well, for the record, I'm not a teat guy. So I'm just saying.
Not even cow teats.
Not even cow teats.
Did you see Lantern? Yes, we saw it. We talked about it. I never thought I could be so disgusted and excited for a show at the same time.
Damn.
The Lantern suit hanging up on a hanger looked like dried bird shit. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, it wouldn't make sense for his suit to be hung up, right? I don't know. Why wouldn't?
It would be folded up somewhere.
Okay.
Why was Aquaman's fucking suit hung up somewhere? It's dramatics.
They want the shot, dude. They want the shot, you know. Last time I checked, the suit came from The Ring, and why the fuck is Jon Stewart being trained by Hal Jordan? They always got to have the white hero showing the black hero how to be worthy. Oh, it's interesting take. None of the rest of the Justice League gets that treatment. Jon Stewart is a badass on his own. Yeah, isn't he like the only one that doesn't need the ring or some shit?
Well, first of all, his that was also a hidden gem. So his will is actually stronger than the ring can handle, number one. Then he evolved to the point where he actually didn't need the ring. It was like a tattoo on his fucking finger.
Yep.
So
he says that on top of that, they lightened his skin. Jon Stewart's supposed to be a chocolate skinned man like myself. If it wasn't Aaron Pierre, I'd be even more pissed, but he's a good actor. Okay, crash out over. It's okay to have a crash out every once in a while, you know. Everything else looks cool. The small town setting seems random, but we will see. Sorry for the long ass comment. Well, don't be sorry, but and then OG responded to him and said, that's why DC will always be behind Marvel. What do you think? I mean, that's something that you know, you've brought up at times when I talk about the Terrence Howard Rhodey, right? He is a lot lighter skinned than the Rhodey from the comics, right?
Right.
How big of a deal is that?
It's a big deal, representation. So when Aaron Pierre was first announced last year as being the Green Lantern, I wanted to say Green Giant for some reason. The Green Lantern, there was this big thing. Oh, he's not black enough. It's like, how the fuck he's not black enough, right? Now, there is part of me, and I agree with that comment. I mean, he is darker, and typically, if you look at, there really aren't any light-skinned black people in the comics when they come to superheroes. Look at Luke Cage.
Yep. Which they got him right.
Huh?
They got him right.
They got him right. They definitely got him right. But in general, there are no light-skinned superhero characters that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure I'm wrong. So Luke Cage, you look at Rhodey, dark. Jon Stewart, dark. They like him chocolate, dude.
Yeah.
But Hollywood can't seem to get that shit right. You know, it's not like white people where pretty much any white person can be anybody's relative. Well, when it comes to black people, you can't do that. Or even other ethnicities, you can't really do that.
Yeah.
They got to kind of look alike. Now, you can have like a lighter skinned kid when you have like a darker parent and because typically, I won't say typically, but some of the relationships when it comes to black people is like you have a dark guy and a light girl.
Yeah.
Right. And they could have either or as a child. Right. But when you have, but then the features have to look like one of the parents. Well, Hollywood, they fucked it up so much. It's like you got you might have like two dark people and they got a white child.
Right.
And you're supposed to believe that child came from them. So anyway, the tone of when you're casting people, they should at least look like the comic book character, right? You don't have like an Italian fucking Superman, right?
And we're gonna save the world and have some pasta.
That's so fucked up. Anyway, so they still haven't gotten that whole how to represent black people on the screen. The fact that they have a black Green Lantern, a black superhero at all, I'm grateful for. Oh, also T'Challa, dark, right?
Yeah. Which they got right.
Right.
Before they didn't recast him.
So with the Green Lantern, Jon Stewart, are they dark? Obviously they are. They got a Wonder Man, right? Which I'm not saying Wonder Man that character, but the guy that they have playing Wonder Man now, he's dark. He could have very easily played Jon Stewart, right? So, but they went with this guy. So I'm happy that they at least did that. I won't say that he's not dark enough, but they didn't get the tone right.
Right.
Because when you say a black man is not black enough, that there's a whole different connotation behind that, as opposed to just the skin tone.
Because when people typically say that, they're not talking about the skin tone. They're talking about what they view as how somebody black would act and talk. And
the whole
whatever.
Oreo thing, and you're just a white man wearing a black skin. It just gets into all.
Dude, I've seen it. I mean, listen, in corporate America, you see it all the time, right?
Yeah.
Someone who is black but is educated and maybe has an extensive vocabulary, and they go, "Oh, you sound white."
Right.
Wait, why is that associated with a color and not just an education level, right? Like you can say you sound educated. Did you go, to college or whatever? Like,
so I'm gonna save some people out here, right? So if you ever find yourself in the alley and you're surrounded by a bunch of people and you're about to get axed in the face, right? That means you probably said something nuanced but fucked up.
Right.
Why don't you just shut the fuck up? How about that?
There you go.
Don't say that you're articulate. Don't say that I don't see you as you just whatever name
You're
you
one
are.
of the good ones.
Don't say, you sound educated. Just shut the fuck up.
Right.
That's the safest way that you'll probably make it home today.
Yes,
I'm just
absolutely.
saying.
I'm gonna splice in a TikTok comment here of someone that should shut the fuck up. So we had J Mac. Now, Adrian, we've known each other a long time.
Yep.
Right. You know when I'm joking.
Yep.
Right. So this was a video where we were talking about Superman versus Black Adam. And he goes, this dude asked you why you like Black Adam, then said, because he's black. Like, what? Okay.
What
So
the fuck's
I
that?
asked you why you like Black Adam, and then I jokingly said, is it because he's black?
Oh,
As a joke.
sure.
So, motherfucking J Mac, it's called a motherfucking joke. And it's called two people that get together once a week and talk a lot of shit back and forth, and nobody's fucking offended. If you're choosing to be offended at that joke, then fuck you.
So let me explain what this podcast is. This is a conversation between two people here,
Right.
right? Obviously you're not going to catch everything that we say between each other.
Correct.
Right? So you're on the outside.
Correct.
So instead of trying to brute your way in with the dumbass comments like that, why don't you just stay the fuck out on the outside?
Correct.
You are an observer of our interaction. Just leave
bring
it at
a
that.
fucking valuable comment. Talk about why you like Black Adam or you don't. No, is it because he's black? Yeah, it's called a fucking joke, dude. I can see, Adrian, I know that you're black. You know that I'm white. We also know where we were raised. We know our family demographics and dynamics. And we also don't have thin fucking skin.
There's that.
So anyways, so J-Mac, you can't get offended for Adrian because Adrian wasn't offended.
I don't even remember the fucking joke. So.
Did it bother you if I said because he's black? Oh my God, don't say that, Mike. Anyways.
Well, from the region that he was in, technically.
Right.
The fuck out of here.
Shut my saying for the day, shut the fucking fuck up. Bro Man Williams is back. What's up, Mike and Adrian? Mike, I'll take that stray bullet about Wonder Man from earlier. Because he said he couldn't get past it. It's your ADHD, bro. But it's okay. We're the same generation. I get it. But I watched the Lanterns trailer, and oh boy, I have some thoughts. If I didn't see the Lantern ring, I wouldn't have known it was a Green Lantern show. That shit looks like Mayor of Townsville or some shit. So far, I have no interest in watching it until the next trailer wows me. Woosah, bro,
Right.
man. Patience is a virtue. But
I think that they're going to these grounded things is actually a good thing.
I like it,
You know, because at some point, I mean, we're so used to seeing shit blow up and space aliens dropping out the sky.
Right.
And I mean, on the one side, they're trying to prepare you, just so you're aware. They're trying to prepare you. But I mean, it's good to see these hometown, homegrown kind of fucking interactions and stuff.
Sure. What do you want, homemade bread, or you want that shit from fucking Subway that never toasts? You know? I mean, come on.
So this is like a split. You got the people talking about, all these superhero movies, but they're not saying like, Scorsese should fucking retire and stop making all these fucking gangster movies or whatever.
Correct.
So all these superhero movies, well, this is kind of split in between, right? You got the whole hometown feel, and it's just so happened, so for example, like if you see a movie and this was a real thing, right? So this lady, she was in that car accident and the car was on fire and her son was in it, and she got the strength from somewhere to lift the car up and get her son out or some shit like that, right? This essentially what this is, right? You got this hometown movie, and you got some people in there that can do some strange shit. So what?
So fucking what, dude?
Damn.
Also, you know what else? Two movies that get crazy glaze from comic book fans: The Dark Knight and The Winter Soldier.
Okay.
But what do those movies have in common? They're just movies about superheroes.
Right.
The Dark Knight is not a superhero movie.
Right.
It is a movie about crime, corruption, and it takes place in Gotham, which just looks like Chicago. And it happens to be a guy who fucking says things like this. Really bad sore throat, chasing a fucking homicidal maniac. Okay. Yeah. And The Winter Soldier, we talked about that today. It's a political thriller.
Right.
And those are two of people's favorite fucking comic book movies. It's not Black Adam, because he's black. Anyways, DJ Super Soldier says, AWA bros, now that embellished origin story of Silver Fox and the Unaliver is definitely a box office smash. I think so. I remember seeing one TikTok short of you guys and went straight to YouTube. Ain't that some shit? Just saw one short and was like, these are my motherfucking guys.
That's it.
Not sure how long in you guys were. Oh, we're long in, bro. And it was long before the Legion of Interns. I went back and watched every episode from beginning. Can't imagine the week without Only Comics Now. Much love, gents. Well, much love to you, bro. Appreciate that. And that's some fucking respect right there, bro. Went back and watched every fucking episode when he found us. So appreciate you. Maple Grove. AWOB, guys, I still remember finding you guys on TikTok. I would get your videos for maybe a week or so, and then I decided, hey, let's see this full thing. And I've been here since. I remember being here for the talk of internships, and once the option started, I was always proud to wear the intern shirt into work. My man, appreciate you, Maple Grove. Lit Gritty Comics says, you guys will be getting me through the first part of my work today. Well, awesome, dude. Hopefully we're doing that again today. The Captain Canada AWOB guys, what's up? Scary Movie 6 trailer looks, man, I think they should have ended it at 4. Dude, I'm down with it. They're back. They said we're going to cancel culture. They're saying everything fucking offensive. Damn. There was one that he's killing her, and then he's like, my pronouns are they or them. And he's like, fuck your pronouns. I can't fucking wait, dude. I hate people at the movies just laughing and talking over a movie using their phones on the highest brightness. For real, like, this is part of our issue right now. You can't sit through a 2.5 hour movie and not look at your phone. Seriously.
Apparently not.
Like 2.5 hours out of a 24 motherfucking hour day. We have another hour of sunlight now with daylight savings time. So if that's fucking what's bothering you, but you can't sit there and just watch the movie.
No,
dude, I'm a tech guy. I'm on my shit. I'm running fucking TikTok accounts, YouTube. My phone is an integral part of my fucking day.
Yeah.
But when I'm sitting there watching the movie, I go to my watch, I hit this DND button, do not disturb, leave me the fuck alone for 2.5 hours.
Well, I mean, I'm an old head, so I mean, a lot of stuff annoying me about a lot of shit. So it's like you can't even get through me. You're talking to a person, and they're like, you're trying to explain something to them, or especially even if you're trying to show them something.
Right.
And they're on their fucking watch and they're on the fucking phone and you got to repeat yourself. And it's like, dude, come on. It's like, we're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yep. So, anyways, then he says, congrats on the sponsor. Yeah, appreciate that. Love Gemini. Lots of image editing. Yep. That's where I got those Daredevil images. I tell it to write for my gaming IG page. Yes. Glad you're back to the gym, Mike. I've been going for 2 months. After a long hiatus, it feels great. Yes, the fuck it does, dude. Although my fucking sciatica is bothering me right now, but it is what it is. I also do intermittent fasting for 16 hours, so my eating window is usually 7 hours. Yep, same. I'm a big guy, 6'3", so I need at least 2,500 calories and 200 grams of protein. Same, dude. You're like my fucking Canadian brother, dude. You're just 2 inches taller. I can't remember if Adrian did an Alpha Flight as a hidden gem.
Oh, yeah.
You did the whole Alpha Flight? I think you did one. I think you did. Who's the fucking strong guy?
Well, I did James Hudson.
Yep.
Vindicator.
That's right.
Also did, I don't remember now.
Okay.
Because it's just, a lot of it is like a wish list, but I can definitely get back to Alpha Flight.
Yeah. I mean, you could even do an overview of them all, like how they form, because I think you did a few of them individually, but I don't think we've ever had.
I mean, I talked about them so much, especially about how they form, because I'm like, why isn't this a fucking movie already? I know I talked about James Hudson because the suit. I talked about Puck.
Yep.
There's their version of Sasquatch. There's Snowbird. There's Warbird, I think. So there's all kinds of, but yeah, we can definitely get back to it.
Why not, dude? Fuck, good old Alpha Flight. LB says, AWOB, I'm a comic unk for sure. I couldn't figure out what to call us, but that fits perfectly. We are the comic unks around here. So I see you've got a good collection of nerd stuff growing behind y'all. Any plans to expand? Well, I'm expanding a lot at my house, dude. I showed you, Adrian, my fucking set. Yeah. So yes, there are plans to to expand it up. I mean, you'll probably see some shit swapped out.
Right.
Like
I was going to say, we probably see some change out because there's only so much shit that you can get in here.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've got a growing collection of shit.
Yeah.
It's like, how much can you have, right?
Yeah, dude. But then you see something, you're like, oh, that would be really cool on my shelf. Yeah, but I'd have to fucking take something off my shelf to put it there. But so, yes, it is going to continue to grow.
Next thing you know, you're a hoard.
Yes.
Hoarder. Not
yes.
a whore,
no,
but a hoarder.
Definitely not. Pure Venom. Yo, I know you are a Scream fan, but are you a scary movie fan? Yes, the fuck I am. Yes, I saw the trailer. And yes, just like you, I can't wait. And the Wayans brothers are back.
Yeah.
I've not seen all the scary movies. The first two I'm a big fan of. And then I may have seen bits and pieces of the others. But once the Wayans were out, I didn't really care about them.
Right.
So, yep, I'm going to probably not watch all of them, but I will definitely go see this one. Sons of Sekhmet. Yeah.
What happened to the big brother? What happened to
Kenan?
Yeah.
I just think he's old and does a lot of shit behind the scenes. Yeah.
No, I mean, he's been going for like 20 years or some shit.
But he's like the oldest. So I think he's more of the behind the scenes guy. I think he kind of gone through his on-screen time a long time ago. Damon's another one. Damon's the one who, I mean, he's probably the next one, but even him, he's the older,
Right. With his health issues and shit.
True. Sons of Sekhmet says, yeah, shit, speak the fucking truth. You need a master list of Adrian's hidden gems. We're working on it. Because every week we're like, I don't know, we did, maybe.
Right.
Yeah. That's also a good way to use that excuse if you get recommended one that you don't want to do. Just like, yeah, we did that one already. Right. There's no list. You can't tell, But we will, one of our interns will figure that out for us. Li Xiang says, AWOP, gentlemen, I'm really hoping Doom's henchman with the sling ring is actually Mordo. His whole storyline disappeared after the first Doctor Strange film. That's a good option, too. We just talking heavy that it was going to be Doctor Strange.
Right.
Could be Mordo. He can get a fucking third eye, too. Why not, right? I'm just giving him
I want a third eye.
You do? I don't like the way it looks.
Well, I got a third eye, but,
One-eyed Willie. That's his name, Pure Venom says, yo, Mike, Adrian, AWOB, you're right about Galactus being the best on-screen big we've seen. Yeah, dude, as big as the fucking screen. What I'd like to see is Voltron or Unicron on screen and done right. We have the tech. IMAX was built for giant robots, LOL.
Right.
Also, do a who the fuck is on Shang-Chi. That is a good one. I think we will do that one. Once you've read what he can do and has done, you'll see why he can throw hands with Batman. Oh, are we going to do a who the fuck is until we find someone that can beat Batman? Because it ain't fucking Daredevil. You know what? Challenge accepted, Pure Venom. Next week, we'll get Shang-Chi on who the fuck is Shang-Chi. Who is that bitch? But he'd still lose. Of course he would. Peace, AWOB. All right. And then Ken Shakur is down here talking about Taco Bell and Chili's and Olive Garden. And you need to step your game up. You know where I went this week, Ken? I went to Longhorn Steakhouse. It's a little bit up higher on the hierarchy of fast food places disguised as restaurants. Because that's really what they do. They're fast food. Is Chili's not fast food?
It's definitely fast food.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with having Chili's every once in a while, dude. Like, my kids love Chili's, but it's fast food,
Dude, one of the things besides the fast this week is like, even after that, this week I'm not a big beef guy.
Okay.
Right. I like my fillets. But so today, to kick off my fast, I'm gonna do a fillet. But then after that is no more beef for the rest of the week. And I say that like that's a big deal, but I don't even think I eat beef more than a few times a month anyway.
Damn.
And the reason I'm saying is because last night I had a burger, dude, and that beef sitting in my stomach was like, it was crazy.
Really?
I don't know what happened. It was just...
Where'd you get the burger from?
Down the street, my little spot.
Oh, okay.
Where I always get my shit, but it's just something about it. I don't know if the beef is changing or whatever,
beef. Bad beef, All right, couple Spotify question or comments before we get into our hidden gems. C says, AWOB, I need to make the jump to YouTube and an intern member. Yes, you do. Can we get a hidden gem on Static Shock? That's a good one.
Yeah.
Rolando says, great episode again, but I'm going to argue with y'all for the first time. Oh, boy. Doorman episode was the best episode in Wonder Man easily. Easily fucking, hold on. Easily fucking not, Rolando. But hey, for you, it could be. For me, it wasn't. Nick says, thank you for all the info on the A. For the future, I know we have a weird last name. Oh, it's pronounced Casio. Okay, Nick Casio. Oh, that's easy. Oh, fuck, what am I being stupid? It's like I was in that fucking special class. Chiefs Lover says, AWOB, hidden gem on Husk. Are you getting a lot of hidden gem requests today, dude?
Yeah, I
Husk.
see. The fuck?
Not Hulk, Husk. Very messed up power.
So, if you bring up Static Shock, you're also going to do Black Lightning because that's
Okay.
kind of, same kind of area.
All right.
And I'm not saying that because they both
You
black.
like it because he's black?
No,
So,
that
okay.
has nothing to do with it.
Someone's going to be mad that I asked. I can't believe he asked him that in 2026, bro. Come on. Get with the program. Let's see. Yake says, great episodes, guys. Just listened to another podcast, and the host said he just saw the Doomsday trailer at Russo's house. I'm thinking we see it with the Spider-Man release. Yake, so you're listening to this podcast right now, and the host is going to tell you that motherfucker's lying. He didn't see no goddamn trailer at the fucking Russo's house. I don't give a fuck who he is. And then last but not least, Metalhead says, gonna call it. Sentry is gonna rip some poor motherfucker in half like he does Carnage and Ares. That would be crazy.
Right.
Seems to be a signature move, and I'm totally in for it. No idea who, though. Hopefully She-Hulk. Well, those are our comments. Read a comment. Right now, we're not going to read a comment, Adrian. We're going to get into the motherfucking hidden gem. Who it is.
Who it is. Who it be.
Who it be this week.
Well, this week, so talked about white,
Mhm.
right? And we're not talking about white people. But there's also
white people are the hidden gem. You mayonnaise loving, raisin and fucking potato salad, non-seasonings, fucking peppers too spicy ass motherfuckers.
Damn.
Anyways,
and I didn't even say that.
nope.
No, so we're talking about Doom and the road to Doomsday, and we're talking about God Emperor Doom. Well, we got to touch base on this a while ago, but there's a level where there's like everybody like steps up, right? You got Superman Prime, you got God Emperor Doom, you got this person, you got Rune King Thor. Well, I figured that, I'd do some glazing on my boy, Iron Man,
Ooh.
right? So we have a Iron Man Prime.
Ooh.
Now, we got all these fucking suits, right?
Yep.
He in 1 week he can make, 38 marks and all this other kind of stuff, but Iron Man Prime, he represents the ultimate evolution of the Iron Man legacy, the final form, the apex level armor created by the man, Tony Stark himself, as the unlimited resource. When Tony has unlimited resources, unlimited time, and no restrictions on design, form, or execution. Right?
So he's balls out.
He's balls out.
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking balls in the lettuce, everything.
Oh, that's an old school one.
So the suit's designed for planetary defense, cosmic level threats, and extreme environmental operations. So literally, this one suit can do anything that all the other suits can do, including the Hulkbuster, and something, but all in one compact, lighter suit. So it's the expression of Stark technology at its highest possible ceiling, right? So it's a next generation suit built not just for combat, but for strategic autonomy, like I said, planetary defense and deep environmental missions. Well, when you think, what's deep environmental? So for whatever reason, the bottom of the ocean and out in space are the two extremes, right?
Yeah.
So in space, you don't have a lot of pressure, but you have extreme heat. You have, extreme cold. Well, extreme heat if you're in direct sunlight, because you have nothing filtering that shit, right? You have the micro dust flying around at a million miles an hour that can pierce all kinds of shit. Which, by the way, is another reason why they didn't go to the moon.
Now, this is all assuming you get past the radiation belt and the firmament, right? And then you
got that whole asteroid belt kind of a thing too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, assuming that you get past all of that kind of stuff.
Is the moon before all that? Or?
Apparently not,
Okay.
supposedly.
So we maybe pretended to, never mind. Never mind. Hey, proceed.
So, beneath the ocean has the pressure, the dark, and all this other kind of stuff. So the further you go down, the more pressure. So this suit is designed to traverse all those environments. The bottom of the ocean, out in space, all kinds of shit. So key innovations, the Prime Armor Matrix is modular, density shifting, self-optimizing exoshell. So basically that means that it can reconfigure itself to do whatever it needs to do for the task at hand. Infinite arc reactor, stabilized, ultra efficient, continuous power. There is no limit to the power that it can output or where he gets it from. Omni-field mobility, seamless ground-to-space maneuvering. Literally can go from the bottom of the ocean to outer space without changing suits, but because it reconfigures itself. Prime intelligence, predictive, adaptive, multi-targeted AI. So think about it, you got the genius level, you got the genius intellect of Tony Stark, plus the AI, predictive, adaptive reasoning behind it, right? So Neuralink interface, enhanced reaction time and situational awareness. So he literally can access any form of technology, planetary-wide, instantaneously to use it for whatever scenario.
Cyborg-like shit.
Exactly. Whatever scenario he needs to at the moment. So global resilient platform, disaster response and extraterrestrial exploration, and it sets a new standard in responsible super technology. So deep dive into it a little bit. The Prime Armor Matrix. So it's an adaptive exoshell capable of shifting density, redistributing armor itself, self-healing through nanometal composites. So you basically have this infrastructure where you have nanites that can reconfigure itself at a subatomic level to shift. So for example, if you're getting hit over here, assaulted over here, it can it can make this area more dense, while you got a different target over here where you can do more laser outputs and shit like that. So the suit can adapt itself at any level, any parts of it, to respond to any threat that's around it. The infinite arc reactor, a stabilized ultra-high output power source enabling continuous operation and power, heavy weapons, shield, and propulsion simultaneously. The AI is a next generation AI. The core capabilities are predictive modeling, real-time adaptation, and symbiotic neural link operation with Tony. So multi-environment mobility, self-repair and adaptive systems, multi-targeted combat coordination, real-time battlefield analysis, autonomous operations when required. When would you use this thing? High threat neutralization, rapid deployment, countermeasures against advanced technologies, disaster response, and of course, space and deep mission, deep environment missions. The Iron Man Prime is the ultimate final form of the Iron Man suit, surpassing bleeding edge technology. The Model 51, the Endosim, the God Killer Mark II, and even the Extremist. And I talked a lot about the Extremist, and there was like a Japanese animated Iron Man that was focused around the Extremist. So it's even beyond that. It's the apex of Tony's technology evolution. Its baseline strength level is class 100 plus, right? And what does that mean? So that's Hulk when he's sleeping.
Okay.
Right. So density shifting. So he can reconfigure the suit so that it's class 1000 plus. So it's the Hulk Buster level force without the Hulk Buster suit.
Okay.
Right. So the strength without the suit, without the bulk.
So same suit, same. No change, but he amps up the power, and it's now equally as strong and as durable as the Hulkbuster suit.
Correct.
Oh, shit.
Capable of celestial tier force output.
Damn.
So I'm not saying you can go up against the celestial,
right.
but it's some amazing output for what it is, right? Durability, self-healing, metal, quantum phase shifting to avoid damage. So like a vision. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He can phase in and out of things or allow things to phase through him. Shields capable of tanking planetary scale or cosmic radiation attacks. Energy output. The infinite arc reactor supports planetary shields, so we can do like Sue with her force fields.
Whoa, he could do Sue?
Huh?
He could do Sue?
Everybody else has. Why not?
Damn.
I just joking. Just joking. Namor didn't really get that.
No.
It was just alleged.
Right. Yeah, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
But as many times she's left Reed, and then with his, whatever of
Skimpy as shit.
reeds or whatever, council of
Oh,
reeds.
yeah.
He knows everybody that's all up in that.
Right.
And he's a little cuckoldish. Anyway.
Wait. If he jerks off another reed, is he gay or is he jerking himself off?
The things that make you want to go, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know.
Energy output, the arc reactor, planetary shields, mass displacement, deep space propulsion. So he has suits. Traditionally, he has had suits that can go to the bottom of the ocean, that can go out into space, that are tactical, that are Hulk busters. So you got this one system, this one platform that can do all of that shit, right? Which is very cool. And as far as intelligence, Prime AI runs millions of simulations per second. So he's like Stephen Strange when he's sitting across his leg and, what's the outcome of this? Well, he could be in a situation and he can run millions of scenarios almost instantaneously to decide on the best output for whatever situation he's in. His greatest feats intercepts extinction level threats. Well, there's a asteroid from that, the asteroid belt that goes around our planet all the time.
Right.
That
prevents us from leaving.
that paper cup aircraft supposedly have gone to and landed on the moon.
Yep.
So like if one of those drops down, right, he can defend the world against that.
Got it.
He can generate temporary planetary shielding. He can operate in the proximity of black holes.
Damn.
Or deep ocean trenches, volcanic cores. Like he can literally just drop down in an active volcano and do some shit. Self-repair during mid-battle, doesn't have to wait. His shit is fixing this shit as it's getting bombarded. Reconstitutes from nanoscopic fragments, so he can rebuild his armor from shit. That's crazy, right?
Yep.
And travel interplanetary distances without refueling, so he can go between planets in this armor.
Damn.
That's some crazy shit, right? So imagine, what it's not saying is, it's doing all this stuff, operating around a black hole.
Yeah.
Dealing with the pressures of the ocean, dealing with the colds of space, being able to travel from planet to planet, being able to regenerate, all while protecting Tony. So imagine the output that this thing is dealing with.
Oh, insane.
So
dude.
you're getting bombarded, you're getting pounced on by the Hulk and hit up by Wanda and all this other kind of bullshit while protecting Tony on the inside of this fucking thing, right?
Shit.
So anyway, I mean, there's other stuff behind it, but the point of it is that there is a Prime version of many, characters, Marvel and DC.
Yep.
I figured I'd throw Tony in there because it's a whole white suit,
Right.
white armor and shit. So Iron Man Prime, the epitome of what Tony has done. Now, you think since we're talking about Doom, well, if you put Iron Man Prime up against Doom, up against God, Emperor God Doom, well, it's no match. Doom will fucking crush him.
Right.
Because this is a technology innovation. God Emperor Doom is a whole nother. He's like a galactic level entity with magic and all, and molecular manipulation and all this kind of shit. So you can't really. They're not in the same category.
Right.
Because I know somebody's gonna be, what if you put Iron Man Prime and Doom and God Emperor Doom showed up on the street corner? Yeah, it'd be a wrap under any situation. So I'm throwing that out because there's really no comparison. Just because they both have armor, that doesn't put Iron Man Prime into the God Emperor Doom category at all. So anyway, hidden gem, Iron Man Prime.
Does he look like Tony Stark?
No, but he looks like Iron Man though.
Okay. Love it. Well, Adrian, another 5-star hidden gem. So whoever's keeping track, write that shit down. So next year, you're not asking, did you ever do Iron Man Prime? Yes, we did. We did it on fucking March 9th, okay? Monday, March 9th, when this podcast dropped, we did Iron Man Prime. Adrian knocked it out of the park. We thought that, I thought it was, when you were talking astronaut suit, the belt, I thought it was going to be Katy Perry. I really did. So I was wrong, but I think this might be a little bit better than Katy Perry. So good work. Yeah.
Well, actually, it could have been, what do they want to call them? The Fantastic Four? The Fantastic Five? Whatever.
Yes.
How many went up? It was like Katy Perry. It was Gail King. It was Jeff Bezos' wife.
Yep.
Even though her, I won't go there.
Tries her lips didn't pop. Yeah.
Exactly. Who else was it?
Too, right? I don't remember.
I think it was 4 or 5.
Okay, Fantastic Four. There you go. Shit. They just didn't come back with powers. The power is that their careers disappeared after that. But anyways, I just do the best part was like, bro, your hidden gem was 10 times longer than the time that they spent in outer space. And I don't see you leave here and go kiss the ground when you get out.
There's that.
These motherfuckers, oh, I kiss you. Bitch, you've been gone for fucking 5 minutes. Knock it off. Shit. Anyways, that's like, do I celebrate every time I go get milk and return home? You know?
Damn.
I'm back with the milk. I wasn't lying.
Right,
You know, kids get nervous. And dad's going to get a gallon of milk. Fuck shit. Like, is everything okay? Anyways, well, that is our hidden gem.
Gotta have your wife run out and open the door for you. And
right,
shit.
yeah.
So just so you can get out with the crate of, the 12 dozen of fucking eggs, whatever.
Yep, a $10 gallon of milk, straight out the cow teats, Adrian. So, all right, we're running a little long today. We're going to wrap this bad boy up, Adrian, with a little bit of agree to disagree. I got a handful today. I'm going to throw them at you. You're going to let me know, yay, nay, and everybody's going to cry about it. Oh, my God. Pretty much just like that. All right. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Number one, there's no reason to get all hot and bothered about the Lanterns trailer, guys. Patience is a virtue that you motherfuckers need to learn.
That's right.
Just wait and see.
Agree.
You agree? There's not enough green. It's green. It needs more green. Bitch, go fucking color a coloring book or some shit.
Eat some Jell-O or something.
Seriously. God, have some broccoli. Number two, Batman would lay Daredevil out.
Agree.
Captain America Winter Soldier is not the best movie in the MCU.
Agree.
Despite all these moves, you got Paramount, HBO, WB, oh my God, what the fuck, Donald Trump, Ellison, oh my God, James Gunn. James Gunn ain't going nowhere.
I agree.
Prime Iron Man is awesome, Adrian. You did a phenomenal hidden gem, but he still ain't no match for God, Emperor Doom.
Agree.
This bitch. If he looks like Tony Stark. Shut the fuck up. Speaking of shut the fuck up, Van Sciver should shut the fucking fuck up.
Agree.
I'm all about freedom of speech, but you're a fucking idiot. Shut up. And stop giving the guy the platform. Like, why are you interviewing this guy?
Right. Listen, stop going find these fucking zombies and crypt keepers and resuscitate them. Say nobody gives a fuck
For
about
real, dude. Anyways. And last but not least, if you're watching us here on TikTok, oh my God, what are you doing? Go to the YouTube. One of the best things a lot of these followers and viewers have done, Adrian, was they followed us from TikTok, they went to YouTube, and they got the whole shebang, as they say. Because if you only watch our TikToks, you may be a little upset at some things we say, right? But if you come aboard for the full ride, you're going to be blown away, dude. You're going to love it. It'll be the best decision you ever made. So go to our YouTube, subscribe to the channel, drop us a follow, as they say, drop us a like, drop us a comment. Oh, my God. But Adrian, it's been fun. It's been a fun week here, as always.
Absolutely. But just remember, if you go and subscribe,
yes,
pain is self-inflicted.
There you go. Yes. Yeah. If you're easily offended, don't.
All right.
If you're a bitch, don't. I mean, seriously, just don't be a bitch. That's all.
There you go.
Make that your goal for 2026. Don't be a bitch.
Hey, nice.
Makes your life a lot easier, right? So anyways, well, Adrian, thanks for coming out.
Absolutely.
It's been a lot of fun. It's another amazing week, dude. The weather, it's warming up. There's going to be like 70 degrees one day this week. Right. That's going to be insane. We're all going, oh my God, it's so hot. Turn the AC on. Oh my God.
Exactly. The complete opposite.
Complete, dude. And shout out to everybody that remembered it was daylight savings time.
Right.
You remember this year.
I did.
Remember one year I forget which way it was. Either you came here mad early. The clocks went back. You're like, where are you, dude? I'm like, bro, it's like fucking 7 o'clock, dude. So anyways, well, shout out to everybody who, all the interns, all the people that watch every single week, the people that also follow Mic Check, which I will drop that on Spotify. People are asking for that, so I will drop that there. And shout out to everybody who's on the live this past week. The road to Secret Wars continues on Mic Check this Thursday. And then tomorrow we got other stuff. We're putting our tinfoil hats on and we're going to fucking try to contact aliens. Maybe not.
Well, at the very least, you're going to be afraid of everything in your house when I'm done.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, dude, we got the Bell Witch shit going. Oh, dude, it's going to be fun. So, and all the tech, the stuff that you're scared of shit out.
So you're going to be afraid to be in your house, but you're going to be afraid to go outside too.
Exactly. Yep.
So you're going to be quite fucked.
If you hear some whistling in the woods, don't go fucking follow. Right. It's not your long lost friend.
It is not.
And if they're calling your name, they don't know you.
Yeah.
Don't go there. Don't. Just stay here and listen to us, right?
That's
so,
right.
Anyways, Adrian, thanks.
Absolutely.
Guys, thanks. We'll see you next week right here on Only Comics.
Peace.